Oh,
I can see 5.
Do you see like a beach with a grid on it?
No, it's
Do you see a beach?
the story of discordance. Created
Oh,
by
right. You
Fallout.
click that and you click join game.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I
There is
figured
a
as much.
start or a countdown on your screen, right?
Loading.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
Yeah, good.
There
Okay.
we go.
Look at that picture.
Oh my god, have you guys seen my beautiful new my avatar being created?
No, you
Oh,
haven't.
God, so
posted.
we're doing this. Right, okay, guys, before we start, I'll just reiterate some of the points I made last time. Try to keep mic control, give each other's time to speak. Try not to talk over each other because we're all on microphones here, meaning that if one of you talks and the others do as well, it will go foobar. For combat, keep it short, concise. Tell me what you're going to do, and for the love of God, all of you, stop bitching about the dice. If you roll a 5, it might still very well be enough. So stop going like, fuck it, it's all lost now, I rolled a 2. Leave the commentary for another time.
5 is never enough.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Also, that was it, actually. That's all I had. So points were made. All right, I'll move us to where we need to be.
Whee!
There we go.
And for this,
Oh my god, it's all over.
I have finally found our soundtrack, which, if I remember to use it, will be running in the background more or less consistently. So it's sort of like a consistent thing we're working with.
You do
Let me know
have
if it's too loud.
my tune, right? Ready?
I don't even know what that is.
You can turn down the volume.
Yes, you do. If you don't, I
in
can
the
do it
settings.
myself. I don't know if you
If
want.
you
I don't. My tune. What? My tune?
No, my tune.
Oh, right. Ugh.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's
Rocks
a sign.
fall, tap dies. Nope, that's it, you're dead.
Surrender. Oh man, giving up.
Okay.
Love you, BC.
Quiet down for a second, guys. Let me just get sorted here, and I think we're good to go. Alright, okay. So I'll just get us started. A quick recap. So last time, you spent 3 or 4 days on an island, recuperating after being struck by a storm at sea. You find yourself in this weird collection of people, this grouping of 3 people who sailed together, lost at sea, on an island, with very little to do outside of trying to escape the natives, a group of half-orcs living there who were very, very ill-intent on setting you on your way. You got a little bit of help with some barrels, you built a raft, and got well on the way, moving out onto sea, getting struck by another storm, surviving it only barely with the help of a couple of mermaids that you sneakily convinced to lend you aid.
Well,
You
sneakily.
encountered a ship at sea that, after finding you, having been battered by the storm, lended you some more aid, gave you food, shelter, and then finally you aided them when pirates attacked, not far from the shore of the Empire of Ad, where you find yourself. You dismantled the pirate vessel. You killed everyone on board, but hadn't got enough crew to actually man the ship, so you left it where you found it. You, with the little crew that was left, managed to get to a small town just called Shanty, where you were set ashore. And here you now find yourself on the 6th day of your travels, standing on a very, very minor beach in a very minor town, trying to figure out what to do next. The 3 of you sit and stand here. You're all still haggard, you're still hurt from the travels, you're still bruised, trying to figure out what to do. Where do you go from here?
Alright, wait, let me see.
Can we get our tokens?
You don't need your tokens. I've decided, I'll just comment on this very quickly. I've decided not to give you tokens when you don't need them, because what I found is that people start to fiddle with them and manage this, like pulling it around instead of actually focusing on what they're doing. So I'm trying to give you less toys, because apparently you can't handle them.
Wow.
Fuck
You're
you,
gonna
Joy.
suck as a
Okay,
parent. Can I say
is
something?
there...
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted one of the crossbows that we got earlier from the thing and the bolts, please. Just remind me, I thought it was like 20 bolts, but could be 10. I know it was...
It was 15.
15
no?
bolts.
15. Good memory.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, I'll take one of the crossbows and 15 bolts, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
I think those are on me, so I'm
Yes.
gonna...
and I have our
All
money,
right.
so
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna start looking around for a smithy if there is one.
One more crossbow.
Ollie, let's make a plan before we actually move. We do need to pawn off the shit that we got from our previous engagement and earn some money, and after that we hit the bar and get drinking. Please.
What did you say about the ship? Sorry.
Okay. We need to find a place to pawn off all the shit that we have to make some money to go to a tavern and waste it all on booze.
Oh shit, that's good. I thought you said ship. Okay.
No, if we had a ship, we wouldn't be in this predicament. We would
Yeah,
just
fair
sail
enough.
on.
Fair enough. All right, I'm
Leave your
gonna.
asses behind.
All right,
No?
you do the thing with the money. I'm gonna take a walk.
Wait, you
around
have the
this-
weapons.
What?
You do have all the weapons. I'm not exactly a carrying type.
All right, I'm gonna
So,
give you the stuff you want.
I cannot carry them. I'm not gonna say weak, but I'm not as strong as your average man. So
You're a pussy. Okay.
no, I'm your brilliant leader, and you're gonna take those like a good carrier you are, right?
Fuck you. All right.
Okay, who's gonna carry shit?
I can carry them, I guess.
Okay, just give him the list of the things that he has, and we're going to the same place, right?
Yeah.
I-
Basically.
So, I need to look up a blacksmith to fix my son's stuff.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. I don't have to fix, but I can give this shit in exchange for money.
Okay.
I could use it.
Yeah, we're gonna go
armor.
together. Okay.
So you're looking for a shop of some sort, a blacksmith.
Yeah,
Preferably, yes.
and do
Okay.
let me
Probably.
know if. Can I do one thing before we actually start moving?
Don't ask, just do.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking them.
Yeah,
Screw
go
them.
ahead.
Okay.
No, don't screw it. If you don't mind waiting, I pop into a bush and I put on a costume and I use a disguise kit. Gonna change my appearance for this money exchangement.
Oh,
Okay, I pop out with a mustache and a monocle. I'm ready.
Roll. Brilliant. Okay.
Yes.
Roll a performance check real quick. I believe it is.
Just, who are you?
I haven't started performing yet, but sure.
No, I know. But that's, if I remember correctly, a disguise kit. Well, no, it's just a disguise kit. You know what? Roll an intelligence check with proficiency, because I do believe you're proficient with the disguise kit.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh,
So you may not recognize me, but I'm still
Okay.
Lou.
Awesome. So you start walking around. This is a small, very dirty town. You notice as you walk across the boards, most of them are rotten. They creak. They give off a smell of, and the scent of wood that's been wetted and dried and wetted way too many times. Everything here is some sort of shade of brown. It is like the shittier version of Far Cry where they stopped using colors. You look around and you instantly notice that in the middle of the town, along the central platform, is a wharf where minor ships and sailing vessels are created. Nothing major, nothing that could crew a large amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
But this is your best luck or best chance of finding some sort of smithy or somewhere to have something constructed, as everything else is built mainly just to sustain the population. You see a bar that's just around the number 1. I'll ping it for you. Off to the side, you see minor shops where food and other natural essentials are sold, but nothing that would resemble a smithy until you come across the wharf and you hear the ching of metal against metal, and you see the sparks fly from one of the door openings. You walk inside, and you see one elder man standing there, hammer in fist, beating hot metal, almost methodically, tiresomely, as if he doesn't care enough to do a good job of it. You don't require much expertise to know that this is just an old man working, not diligently, just working.
Mm-hmm.
What do you-
I'll walk up to him and ask him if he could craft me a sword.
He turns around slowly, there's a weird kick in his eyes. Like, you want a sword?
I would very much like a sword, yes, please.
He laughs and picks up the metal he's wearing. You want a sword from this? Because this is mostly iron, and I'd imagine a fine lady such as yourself, you'd want a sword made of, steel. Well, I can make a sword from this if you want.
I would love to have one, as I lost my other one.
You want a sword made of iron?
Well,
Yes.
lost.
You sure you don't just want a stick? That'd be about just as useful.
Give me the sword on young man, old man.
Fine, you can have the iron. I will stop turning this into whatever it was going to be and turn it into a sword. You can pay me 20 gold for the privilege.
Say 15.
Say that's too much.
You know what? It's a sword made from iron, so you can have it for 15. You know what? Give me 20. I can do this in about 30 minutes, yeah. 30 minutes.
Good.
You go have a beer.
Okay, me and
crazy.
Kunten, we're
Thank
not
you,
part of
old
this,
man.
right?
No.
Now you're standing in the back, I imagine.
Yeah,
You're
we're
standing there
just
like, what the fuck?
we're outside the store, just listening to this. Not
I
showing
just
ourselves
turned
yet.
around and sighed.
So, how was your trade deal, Halo?
I hate this town already.
Why? You made
I
such a
just keep
bargain.
walking and shrug.
It was that bad?
Yes,
Ah,
it was.
No, that was just perfect. You made a bargain. You stole his money.
I sense the sarcasm in your voice, and I do not like it.
I'm not capable of sarcasm at all.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Should we head to the bar?
Not yet. Kanan?
I say we actually maybe take a walk around town just to see
how
what
about
we're dealing with and then go to a bar.
before that, we need to sell this shit to make money. But I'm thinking of something far more interesting than normal sales. Follow my lead. Does this shop have a door, like actual door frame, or is it open?
This is the wharf where most of the minor vessels are constructed. So in the front is this massive door set, which are rolled to either side on creaking hinges. Along the sides of the wharf, yeah, there's some smaller doors.
Okay. Can we just walk on the smaller doors into the shop?
It's not as much a shop as it is a manufacturing area.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith, we could call it that.
Okay. So there's no. Okay, fine. Let's just go in and see how this goes.
All right, I'm gonna follow your lead.
I knock rather loudly onto the frame.
He looks up again. You hear the cling of metal stop, and really, more of you people. Do you want a sword as well?
What do you mean, you people?
Well, you're not from here because I know everyone from here. You are not. So you people, meaning you people not from here.
Mind your tone. You don't know who you're speaking to.
That's very true. I don't. Should I care?
I'm your future and best customer. So,
Sure. What do you want, future best customer?
it's not what I want, it's what I have that might interest.
What do you have, future best customer? He puts the hammer down and just crosses his arm and looks at you weirdly.
Well, my name is Gonzo, and this here is my partner.
I wasn't aware Gonzo had a partner. Okay, hello Gonzo. What
Has
can
a
I do for
partner,
you?
trust me. His name is not important.
Cool.
I've been tasked by the Ad Empire to do a survey to find.
Wait, one thing, you're pointing at me?
No, I'm not pointing at you.
You're pointing at me?
Doesn't matter. Listen.
You all see how this made-up character of Gonzo, dressed in a monocle, hat, and other fineries, walks into the shop, starts spinning the story of how he's from the Ad Empire
Yes.
with his partner.
Yes.
And both of the people next to him stop and go like, who, me? I would like you to make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What do you mean disadvantage?
None of the people you were trying to convince were your partners knew they were your
Oh,
partners and started asking, who, me?
I didn't.
Of course.
When I say follow my lead, this is not what I mean. Persuasion, that's what you said, right?
Yes.
Don't fail me. Well, how do you like my persuasion?
He looks at you and goes like, huh. Okay. Yep. Huh. So the Ad Empire has interest in a minor outpost like Shanty. I mean, we don't even have a proper name for this place. So what do you want, oh fine Gonzo?
It's not an outpost. There's a small island not too far from here where a tomb of an ancient warrior named Kermit the Frog was located. Yeah, we were tasked to find his sword. The animal. Yeah.
Well,
And we came across some guards and managed to sweep up the tomb, recovering the famous sword. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's start off with the weapons that we recovered from the guards. Partner, if you will, present the man weapons we have.
I shall do that.
Okay.
I take out the scimitars first.
Okay, what are all the weapons you're carrying? Just so I
Yeah,
know.
list them out. We are interested
Three-
in training.
Three
both.
scimitars. Wait, let me just copy it.
And like 2 more crossbows because I have one. Why do you hate me? You should love
No,
me.
just one more.
Leave it be. Leave it be. Just focus on what you're doing. All right. Okay. So you list out all the weapons, and he's standing there as you start unloading weapons and then lying them out on the ground in front of me. He's like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this, Master Gonzo.
Well, we kind of lost our money that we need to procure our transport back.
This is the
So-
most horrible, horrible execution of any plan ever. So you're from the Empire of Ad, you find your way to this minor island,
Yes.
you rob the tomb of
Yes.
Kermit the Frog, you steal the guards' weapons, you come to
Yes.
Shantytown, the town without a shop and a smithy, and you start trying to peddle these goods because you lost your money.
Yes,
Am I getting this right?
absolutely. We absolutely are broke, and we do not have the funds to return to the city of Ad.
No
Any more
wonder.
brilliant questions?
Wow.
I'm not talking
Okay.
to DM right now, just to be.
No, I know.
Not be rude to DM.
Okay, so what can I do you for, Master Ad? What do you want me to do?
Buy these off
Oh, Master Gonzo, apologies.
at a reasonable
You-
price.
Okay. Reasonable for you, reasonable for me, because as you see, the town of Shanty, and he gestures wildly, is a small shitty town without many weapons, basically no threats, no sight of pirates in the last 10 years. Weapons are in short supply, in even shorter. They're not a necessity, we don't care. So I can't really offer you very much for them. I can use the metal to create bits and pieces, but that's it.
Like I said, lucky for you. And I am gonna be your best customer. You're gonna get a bargain for these.
Master Gonzo, if I may.
Shut up.
What?
Speak when spoken to.
Alright. Okay, so
As he does his math, as the shopkeeper does his math, I pull back. What do you want?
He was going to create a sword for me, right?
He's still gonna do that, man. Just let's
Yes.
see how this goes.
As he said, he doesn't need the weapons itself, but he could melt them down.
Yes. What's your point?
We maybe strike a deal
Oh, you
But
want
I
a
could
bargain
get-
for your sword.
to be made of those. Point to the weapons, you know.
Oh, that's an interesting
Uh,
point.
Sorry, guys, what are you whispering about back there? Can we not do this business in the open because I am. What are we even doing here? Do you want me to buy the weapons or not?
Yeah. Also, my partner here has an interesting point.
Let me guess. He wants the weapon made of steel, not of iron.
Well, now that you have
I-
materials, I see that as an option. I also
Just
have one more
snicker.
question. Do you happen to have a better armor, lighter armor?
He shakes his head. Nope. Don't
Nope.
have armor. Don't have weapons. We don't need them here. Sorry,
Okay,
man.
fine. You're absolutely useless. Let's see. How about pure? No, you want an iron weapon, iron sword. So that's one thing.
An
What
iron
else?
short sword.
Yeah, fuck that.
I imagine you'd prefer
yeah,
short sword.
steel swords, short sword.
Okay, just saying.
Yeah, for the same money, same deal. Because you have materials now. And you're getting them at an extraordinary discount. And in terms of raw money, how much do we get for this?
He stops and looks over the weapons. Like, so I get 3 scimitars, one of which I have to reforge into a short sword, you tell me.
Yes.
I get 2 light crossbows, of which are absolutely fucking useless to me. And 2 javelins, which I at very best can turn into fancy chandeliers or something of the sort.
Javelins?
So...
You can use them for fishing.
Very
I could
useful
use...
fishing.
That is very true, I could. Or I could use a fishing rod, or a fishing net, which probably would be more efficient.
I
I'll have to think upon that. It's a curious conundrum. But for this haul of the tomb of Kermit the Frog, I shall offer you... If I have to rework it all, I have to turn it... You know, I can
Listen,
give
you're
you...
getting raw materials. You have to rework it, but you do have materials now.
Yeah, but it's materials I have to reforge. That takes time and effort in and of itself.
What's the
I can give you
difference
50
between an
gold.
ingot and an actual weapon that you have to reforge?
I have to melt it down.
As opposed
Yes.
to an ingot,
Yes.
which also needs to be melted down.
No, an ingot needs to be hammered out. That's the difference.
It's also... Okay, fine. What else?
Yeah. I can give you 40 gold for this. No more, no less.
I look them over. I look at them.
And that is not including my 15 gold for the sword.
Deal.
I'm not sure about
I have
this.
no objections.
These are... How about 50? Don't laugh. This is still...
43.
This
43.
is still a good deal for you.
These are not
Even-
necessary materials. He
Even
points to the
with
back of the shop
45.
and he goes like, do you see all this material back here? I've got plenty raw material, that's not the problem.
Some of them can be sold raw. I mean, listen. Base price of these weapons are far higher than what you're saying, but I'm willing to go as low as 45.
Master Gonzo, I imagine the base price of these things, on these weapons particularly, on the Empire of Ad, is probably somewhere in the vicinity of 80. However, and I do note, you are not in the Empire of Ad, Master Gonzo. You are in Shanty. I'll give you 43, and that's the best I can do.
I lean
Going
over to
once.
I leave over to Gonzo. Can I stab him?
Going twice. Going thrice. Okay, 43.
Yeah.
Goody. He sticks out a massive male paw and just kind of leans over and goes like, I'm so happy to be doing business with you.
58. Okay, 43. That's what you said?
43.
Yeah.
Minus the 15 he takes for the sword.
He takes away 15 from... No. That's a special
No.
deal. You will give
No,
me
that's-
43 gold pieces right now.
I imagine I won't. If you don't like the deal, you can just neglect on it. You can just walk away now. Is that it? He starts picking up the hammer again and pulls out the still hot iron. Are we done? Because otherwise I can get back to work.
Can I put my sword on him now?
I just walked
Ayla, you
out
owe me
in front of
15
the store.
gold.
Yeah, I owe him 15 gold, but he should owe you 45.
So I'll turn towards my and say this rather loudly. I'm very upset with this deal. Are we sure we don't want to kill this guy and just take everything he has?
Yes.
He puts down the hammer and starts picking up a scimitar, and he's still smiling. A little bit less certain than he was before, but you see him now arming himself with one scimitar. He leans over, and in his left hand he picks up the smithing hammer, and he just stands there looking at you, smiling.
Can I kill him?
Can I
I'm-
make my
I'm in
eyes
front of
red
the
and
store, by
turn
the way.
toward him?
Sure.
And I make my voice boom.
Cast an intimidation check, just because.
I'm not trying. I'm just casually responding to it.
So you're just casually turning your eyes red and
Yes.
yelling. Very
I'm
casual.
not, I'm not yelling yet. I'm just thinking about yelling.
Just roll the intimidation check.
Just roll the fucking intimidation check.
Yeah. Where are you? There we go.
Fucking hell.
Tell me something. Now, you got a very good deal out of this. Do you want to keep insulting us? Or do you want to keep us as good customers?
He steps back a bit because I've not insulted anyone, sir. These things are bar useless to me. I offered you a fair price, but if you think it's unfair, I can increase it to 48. I mean, otherwise I'll be losing money. I still
48
need that
this.
15 for the sword. Otherwise I will be
Of
losing money
course.
here.
You will be getting your 15 from me.
Yeah,
Thank you,
From
sir.
me.
and I will be getting 48 right now.
I don't have it on me. I can meet you later at the bar.
No, you cannot. You will give me
I
the
don't
amount
carry
of
that
gold you
much money,
have
sir.
on you.
I don't carry gold, sir. He just holds his hands up. I don't have any. This is just a smithy.
What was the point of this entire deal if he doesn't have money?
Ah,
So,
I draw my sword on him.
no. This I'm
I
not
like
interested.
I step forward and about to draw my sword.
How much
he just-
money? How
he-
much gold do you
he-
have on you right now?
He drops both his weapons and just sticks his hands up, and now the terror is beginning to seep in. I don't carry money. I just work the shop. I'm basically the mayor of this shitty place. We just have the money we're using in daily lives. I mean, I need to go pick it up. I can get it now. Just please don't fucking kill me, guys.
I step down.
He doesn't have our money, so let's not make a deal with this guy and make a deal on the next stop. I have the gold that we have right now, I guess.
Can I stop you?
Sure.
I go in the shop and try to pull you both back and just say the deal is struck. Let's wait for him to pay
Find
his
us
thing
in the
off.
local tavern with our money, please, with a smile.
With backup.
Are you gonna make it until tonight?
Yeah, of course. It's just around the corner. I just have to go get it. I don't know what's going on.
Money?
I thought you were just trying to get rid of the
Just-
message.
I
Fine.
pull my hand
Just
out.
take your time. We're gonna be in the bar.
Yeah. I'm just pulling my hand out to make a deal with
Take
him,
your time.
like official.
He still's got his hands up above his head. He's just standing there. He's like confused and slightly worried and extraordinarily weepy.
I
I
turn
tap him
my-
on the shoulder and just say, "Relax.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in the bar. Everything's
Okay.
good."
Yeah.
You better shake my hand.
He has his left hand up above his head, and the right hand slowly creeps forward to meet yours.
And it does meet mine, right?
Yeah, sure, if you take it.
Yeah, I'll grab it. And I turn my
Yeah.
eyes back to normal. And I say,
He shakes your hand quickly, and then as soon as you let go, sticks it back up again. Both hands raised above his head.
now, see, this was civil arrangement. We made a deal, and you will honor it.
Otherwise, you just point to me.
Yeah,
I was just-
he's not the stablest of people.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
No,
That's not how.
I pull you fucking out.
Yeah,
You too.
we're waiting for
Yeah.
the sword and money and the tavern. I'll see you guys. I'll see you later. And I move out.
I just imagine the both of you being dragged down by the skin of your necks, just waving arms, going like, "We'll wait for you." Glaring eyes, pointing back and forth.
Okay, less manhandling. Less manhandling. This.
But it
shit
was
needs to
fun.
be- Yeah, I agree. That was legit fun.
Okay, so you're being pulled out of the shop, and you see the poor man still standing there, both arms above his head, going like, "What the fuck is going on?" Confused, just looking back and forth until he gathers himself, and you see him disappearing off through one of the side doors into the direction he indicated he had to go pick up the money from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to remove the money that I just added, right?
Unless none of you paid him anything. I mean, you remove the items,
Yeah.
and that's it, and you wait for him to pay you.
Okay. So 48 gold, and Ayla has to pay a
15.
sword 15. Yeah, and if you ask me, that's way too high of a price.
I know, but I didn't want to kill him.
Those are not the only options.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's head to the bar, I guess. I need to drop my silly monocle thing and get back to my normal self.
You silly gonzo.
Yeah, Gonzo needs a rest after that one. Also, I would like to send you.
But wait, before you go
Yeah, there
shake
you go.
out of the disguise,
Yes?
wouldn't he be like weirded out if you weren't in the disguise when he came?
Oh,
'Cause
no,
he struck
no,
it-
no. Listen, he will give you or one of you guys the money. I just don't feel comfortable in my skin right now. Gonzo is not. I mean, whatever. If you want me to stay as Gonzo, I'll be Gonzo. I love saying Gonzo.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
And we
Okay.
barely skip down to the bar.
Alright,
You
so
know what?
This
Fuck
is
it.
probably gonna sound weird, considering that real Gonzo is listening. But you can be Gonzo tonight when the guy comes.
I'm not Gonzo I'm Gonzo from the Muppets, man, and I have nothing to do
Oh,
Oh,
with
that's
that.
why.
Gonzo.
That's why you were. That's why
Yeah,
you
and
were.
that's why I
with
used Kermit the Frog, and I had a way
Ah.
deeper story that I
Alright,
didn't get a
okay.
chance to use.
guys, so you
Yeah.
step outside.
Mhm.
You bicker amongst yourself for a short second, arguing about who's going to do what, and you start looking for the bar. You pass something that sounded like a bar when you're on the way here, and you
Mhm.
turn down to the left and into a very minor building where you hear the very familiar sound of glass clinking against each other and mugs being drained, and just the general
Yes.
sound of people enjoying themselves.
Mhm.
Ooh.
You step into a bar where the sound of conversation immediately halts the moment you enter it. There is a distinct feeling of you are not welcome. It is a feeling of everyone looking at you, realizing instantly that you do not belong in this given area here. And as you enter and you look towards the kitchen, you see a single girl peeking out, maybe in her early teens. Disappears back into the kitchen, then comes out, sort of brushes herself off, and walks up to you, like, "So, so you're new, hey? Hi."
Am I
Hello.
still Gonzo? Whatever happened
Unless
at
you
the
said
end.
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay
Hello.
Gonzo. I don't. Yeah, sure. For now. Hello. Do we have a table here? That's free for us.
You look around, and there's like 7 people in here. That's about it. 4 of them are sitting at one table talking to each other, 2 others up by the bar, and a single in the corner somewhere just drinking from a mug. You see him almost disappearing into it. There's a feeling of this is where fishermen and sailors come to just be annoyed, and it is distinctly oppressive to especially you coming in here with the mood and the setting that you are in. So you find a seat and you sit down, the 3 of you. She
Mhm.
follows you over and stands by the table. So what do you want?
I'm in for a rum. How about you guys?
I'd like a man.
I just sit down. I just would go to her and go like, anything to drink would be nice.
For now,
Okay,
yeah.
so anything and a rum and I'm sorry, what do you want? She's turning to you.
Ale?
An ale. Hi. I'm okay.
Do you have music here?
She looks around at the other patrons. No.
Okay.
I mean, not really.
Do you mind if
Yeah.
we play some tunes later on if we catch a mood?
I suppose.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Go
Sure.
fetch us. our
Yeah.
drinks.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
And she runs up towards the bar. She takes 3 cubic steps and is there. So you're left alone for a short moment.
Mhm.
what's the plan, party? Where do we go from here?
We drink
We drink.
to our
Until
youth. We take a day of rest and just
you want to spend an entire day of drinking,
no.
doing
I'm
nothing?
resting. I said
resting and drinking.
just resting.
I was thinking of taking a walk around town, but we didn't get to that.
What time is
But
it, by the
okay.
way?
Oh yeah.
It's about 2 in the afternoon. The girl comes up to you again, carrying your ale, your rum, and
Ah,
another ale, just sitting it down. So you just want it anyway. I just. Are you going? Are you going downstairs or?
Can I lean
Downstairs?
in and ask what is downstairs?
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
No. We're
No,
very
never
much
mind.
interested. No. Come here.
No, it's
I
fine.
pull out a gold
I
piece and place it in front of me, and I just
Oh,
tap it on the table.
Fuck, you know.
well, I thought you were some of the, the sailors that come here occasionally too. And she puts up her fists and starts waving them around. Like fight.
Oh
For
no,
money.
not at all.
Oh
Wait, you can do
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. There are fight pits here in this thing.
It
This
happens
bar?
occasionally when the sailors come by, but you can't say anything. The Empire doesn't like us.
No, we don't like the Empire. It's fine. So.
I look at him. Excuse me, we don't like the Empire.
No. We love the Empire. Shush.
Good.
Kanan, how do
I
you
might be
feel?
interested.
Yeah, that's
I
my
might be
man.
interested in that.
Are there beddings involved in your fighting pits?
I don't know. I don't come there often. It's not till tonight though. I was wondering why you were here so early.
Oh, what time does it start usually?
Around 10 when it gets dark.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll be there. Count on it. And I toss her, flip her a gold coin.
She
Good as
catches
Michael
it
Jackson.
very nimbly and goes, thank you.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
I'm Tilda.
She's also
okay.
underage, if I understand.
Why is that important?
Yeah, just mentioning it casually. I mean, carry
All
on
right.
as you wish.
Tilda.
I lean over her. How old are you, kind little child?
Kind child. Not creepy.
I'm
at all.
like 15 summers.
Okay. Tilda, if I might ask, are there only sailors down there?
I don't know. I think maybe the ferryman is there and the lumberjack.
Okay.
I don't know. The ferryman tends to fall asleep there, but I don't know. I've not been down there for some time.
Okay, that's good.
Are you
Thank you.
alone running this tavern?
Yeah.
Really?
My dad is off doing other things. And these guys, they all know me, and she gestures towards the other guys. And you look around the bar room, and you realize all eyes are on you. All this time while you've been talking to Tilda, all of these people have just been sitting there. Even though with the backs turned, it's sort of like slightly leaned in your general direction, just looking and listening in.
Basically, they're ready to
No
fight
worries.
if anything happens.
Yeah, I'm guessing. No worries. We're very friendly, very kind, and very good and honest people. They love to fight occasionally.
Sure. I'll take your word for it.
Hey, I wink.
You guys you can pay for the drinks later when you're in the pit. People generally, these guys, they build up a tab, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
this is gonna be great. So,
By the
Kanan,
way, wait. I have one more question for you, Tilda. Is there any place for us to sleep? Maybe.
Yeah, we got rooms upstairs. Most of them are taken, but I don't know. I mean, people tend to leave during the night when the tide comes in, that the ship sets out. So you can just ask again tonight, and yeah, I think so. Maybe
yeah,
if you can share a room.
Thank you.
she might not be as comfortable sharing a room with us as we with her. Plus, we might get stabbed during the night. So.
Oh
We
no,
will
I
be
don't think so. I don't think people stab each other here.
No. I mean, she might stab us, but. Yeah.
Oh, she looks down to Ailing, gives you like the curious look of respect and at the same time awe, somewhere in between confusion and wonderment. Hey Rick, and she turns towards the door and you see the Vic Smith older man standing there, a bag of money in hand and like this haggard look, just scanning through.
Oh, my friend Rick. Welcome.
Hi, hey Tilda. Guys, I've got your money here.
Yeah.
So I take 15 out, and you get 48. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So he looks around the room, just making sure no one else is there, and he walks over to the table, upends the bag, turns it out on the table, and then starts piling it up. And it's like, so 10, 10, and 10, 10, and here's 8, so 48, and I'll take 15, and
No.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you 15.
Oh, fucking hell.
oh, okay.
No, I'll take the 48 from the table, and
Gu-
the sweet lady
Guys,
will give you.
guys, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? You can just, you know what? I came to you, so you can come to me. How about that? You figure it out, and you can just come pay me the 15 when you pick up the sword, right?
Yeah.
I still have to make it. Okay. Thank you for doing business with me. I hope you enjoy your stay in Shanty. Yeah.
Yeah, we love it so far. Later, buddy.
Maybe would you maybe like a drink with us?
It's fine. Thank you. I need to get back to the smithy, but thank you for the fine offer. And he bows down. He turns around and he waves to Tilda and goes like, "Bye, Tilda. Be careful, girl." Eh? And he walks out the door.
You're way too friendly, Kanan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, is Tilda human?
Yeah, she is.
What a
Okay.
racist question. I don't know this race. And also haven't thought of asking that question.
I have. All right, never mind.
So you're sat here in this bar as the mood slowly settles, and Tilda's running around. She's talking to the other patrons. You occasionally hear her laughing up behind the bar, and you see 3 of the otherwise haggard-looking older men, beards. They basically got seaweed in their hair and in their beards, but they got this gentle smile and this almost caring nature when they're talking to Tilda. So there's an exchange of laughter in the room, and the mood slowly settles. People get used to you being there, and you sit here with your pile of money, dividing it between you as you see fit.
No, I have all the money. We're
You hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm holding.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
To
So
survive,
what is it?
I guess.
What do you want to do?
All right. I say we spend some time here, like just
Sitting
resting,
around.
maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
hang out.
sounds
then-
good.
And
Maybe we
then
can
at some
take-
point, I'd like to come to Tilda and ask her how can we go downstairs
Yeah.
Okay.
after dark, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to hang out here until dark, or do you want to hang out outside and check out what exactly this dump has? Other than
I think we
Yeah.
should go outside. Actually, yeah, I think you're right.
I stay inside for a little bit, if that's okay, guys.
Okay.
honestly,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
I
okay.
enjoy a good drink. Do you mind me joining you, Ayla, or do you want to hang out here alone?
I think I'll hang out alone for now.
Okay, no problem. I'll go with you, I guess. Kanan,
Mhm.
you were my first choice.
Oh.
I-
All right.
I just smack you on the shoulder. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Kanan, you walk up to Tilda, and she's standing there with these 3 men flanking her on the opposite side of the bar, and she's smiling at this curious young man. And she seems a very nice child, mostly diligent. She does her work, and while still being attentive to the customers. The moment she sees you walking up towards her, she stands up straight and steps to the side, so you're not talking over the back to these other guys.
Mhm.
She looks at you, smiling, friendly, like, what do you say?
Can I ask you something? And just wave for her to come here.
She steps over closer, steps another 10 foot away from the others. Yeah, sure. What can I do?
Is there gonna be a thing tonight downstairs?
I mean, the ferryman says, I suspect so.
All right.
He's no.
Should we maybe announce ourselves or?
Oh no, you don't have to. I mean, shanty towns, a small town. People always come and go. It's people land here just in the bigger ships, and they take a day to get their sea legs off and just kind of rest up. Meaning that a lot of people come through, so it's no bother.
Okay. Also, we'd like to check it out downstairs later. So, if you don't mind, can you tell us where exactly that is?
Oh, you just come tell me, and I'll let you down.
Alright.
I mean, my dad usually keeps the weapons stored, so you'll come through a small entry area, yeah,
Mhm.
and he'll ask for your weapons and for a free gold entry fee. And there's a bar down there where we serve some other things, and then people participate in the fight or just look, and the winner takes all, including the entry fees,
Okay.
barring the money that we get, of course. But we do have to ask that you keep it quiet, because I mean,
Oh yeah.
Of course.
the Empire doesn't like us fighting. So
Of course. So what you say the entry fee was?
3 gold per piece.
All right. Okay.
And we'd rather not have half orcs. Just because.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
None of us is a half orc, right? Why is that stipulated?
The ferryman's a half orc, and yeah, he's a nice guy. He's nice enough. He tends to cause trouble, and you know, when you've seen one half orc, you've seen enough. No, you've just seen enough. It's
Yeah.
What a racist little shit.
Wow.
one night he killed a man
Where
with
is
a
that
bar
guy,
stool.
actually? Where is that
I
man?
think I've not seen him, and he's not drinking, so I'm guessing he's sleeping downstairs. He's one of the few people we don't throw out.
I like that guy.
All
I
right.
like
No,
the
you
way it
don't.
sounds. Oh yeah. Sounds
No, you
very
really don't.
interesting.
Interesting is, yeah, sure.
You're breaking out of character.
Oh no.
All right. Tilda, we are gonna come by later.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna have a walk now. Okay.
Sure.
Any interesting
Yeah.
sites that we should check out here or not?
No, there's nothing here.
Okay.
I mean, it is. I mean, you can walk around and look. But you already met Rick, who basically runs the place. So there's not much else to see, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let's walk around. See.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stretch our legs at least.
Okay.
back
I'll
later.
see you tonight, guys. Then.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
I take the seat by the bar.
All right. So
You take the
said-
what?
I take a seat by the bar to
Oh,
sit
okay.
like, near
Alright.
my. Is it Tilda or Tilda?
Tilda.
Tilda as in Matilda.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
TILDA.
Yeah, okay, good. I was just confused.
Okay. You take a seat by the bar, and I don't. Do you say anything, or do you just sit down to
I
chill?
kind of like wave for like a drink of something.
You emptied your. I believe you had an ale as well, and she nods and comes over. She's like, another?
Yes, please, dear child.
She smiles a bright red freckled grin at you and goes like,
Don't make
Okay.
her adorable. I'm gonna hate killing her later on.
I hope not.
She leans over to the side, and you hear the slow trickling of ale into a cup, and she sets it down in front of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And anything else?
I look over like around me just see if there's anybody like remotely close that could probably hear this.
So
I'm gonna whisper really quietly to her.
Oh boy.
So you're sitting roughly there, and the other three are sitting in the. So there's a chair between you and everyone else. So there's only a good 5 feet between you and them. So depending on the, you know how noise fluctuates in a room like this. So if it
Yeah.
all of a sudden turned quiet, chances are yes.
But if they're at least talking, they probably won't hear me.
But you notice they are keeping a keen eye on you.
I just lean in and ask, is there anything weird in this town?
I don't know. We've had a few less ships than we used to. There's been some talk of pirate activity, but there's not been pirates here since I was born, from what I've been told. So no, I don't think so.
Interesting. Thank you, Tilda. Just down my drink.
That's a massive cup of ale. So okay, you just empty it and go like,
Yeah.
wow. Do you want another?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna go out to the others now.
Okay. See you tonight.
Will do. I just like nod in her direction before I leave.
Okay. She looks at you and grins sort of slyly and waves as you leave out. Just remember to bring payment for the beer tonight, eh?
Yes,
Otherwise,
of course.
That brings out the belt. She grins
shit,
sort of,
fuck you.
but seriously, and then not entirely seriously. So, but you step outside, and the others have not been gone for more than 10 minutes, and it's a small town, so you quickly find them again. So walking around Shanty, you find that what she told you was pretty much true. the instant you step outside, you're hit by the scent of salt and seawater and seaweed.
Oh, yeah.
The scent of this rotting wood, the very, very low ding of metal against metal from the wolf. And you are, again, you have this feeling of being alone, but with other people around you. You're situated around other people, but you're so foreign to this, and this is such a small community that you can't help but feel a little bit lonely in it, even with friends walking next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ayla drunk? Because of
No.
That's 2 ales.
Okay.
That's 2
Ayla-
ales.
Ayla is being run by a Swedish person. I mean, I see them drink. I know that the alcohol intake, 2 beers would not make them drunk.
Okay.
Also, I want to point out, Whiskey, I'm Swedish-Finnish, so I'm even worse.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. That would require vodka.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm fine.
Kanan, I'm kind of curious. You're a monk, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a deity? Who do you pray to? Who are you monking to?
No. No, I was in a.
Who are you mucking to?
I'm not monking to anybody. I
No
was
one's
basically
looking?
in a.
No one?
What? What did you say?
When no one's looking at you? When you're all alone, private? You're not monking to anyone?
I may be monking by myself, but that's for another time. The thing is, I was in basically a thieves guild, something like that.
Okay.
So there was no not like a deity involved.
So you being a monk is more like a technical term. You fight like one.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to monk things, that's like a priest, right?
What?
No?
No, actually.
No. So you're okay with brothels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I mean, I personally do not do that, but
Sure
I
you
have nothing
don't.
against that.
Sure you don't.
I'm trying to be like the Robin Hood kind of guy.
Who?
Robin Hood,
Who's that?
the green elf ranger guy that's steals from
Wow.
the rich.
Save,
Nice.
save the green elf ranger guy. Yeah.
Nice. Well
Good
done.
job. Good job. I was almost gonna deduct XP for that, but I'm like, you know what? No, green elf ranger, fine. You can have it.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, he like steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Rude
And
messengers.
what?
Not you.
The thing is, I got fucked by my guild leader.
Shit, really?
Yeah,
Hurt?
a long time ago. Yeah, it hurt. I cannot sit.
Damn.
I should
rough.
deduct XP for shitty puns. But
Alright, sorry.
I sort of just imagine you sitting there, legs over the pier, just looking out the water, the three of you just kind of finding yourself in your own situation. And you sit around and you're talking shit.
No,
You
we're
literally
talking.
are. Yeah,
I mean, we're
good
hanging
ones.
out. This is like something
Yeah.
you talk about with people you're trying to get to know.
Fine.
We're
Yeah.
having-
Time is
did I-
passing a little bit here.
Sorry, what did I miss?
You didn't miss anything of value, believe me.
I disagree.
A couple of hours pass with you talking back and forth, and you find yourself here just at the cusp of evening as day becomes dusk and the sun is beginning to set, and you realize that chances are it's not long off before the fighting pit starts up.
Alright. There's one thing that I actually want to do.
Yeah.
I'd like to like take a walk around town and just basically scout for any like hidden exits or entries, like cellars and stuff like that could be used maybe like for either hiding or like that could be used like basically fast travel points in the town.
Fast travel.
Not fast travel, but you get the point.
Yeah, I know what you're looking for. You take a look around.
on the
And
streets, God damn it.
you start walking back and forth, like looking for somewhere where you can just take a quick rest without being spotted. But you find that the town is very utilitarian in nature. There's not a lot of open spaces for that reason. Most of the houses are 1 room or 2 rooms. very few nooks and crannies and alleyways. You find a few spots where you think like this has been some sort of tool shed or a wood shed where you could probably sit down without being spotted. But if people did a thorough search, they would find you eventually.
All right.
But you find something that you're looking for of that sort, I'll mark it off for you.
Okay.
How about we head to the bar, and I'll play some tunes that you might find inspiring, Kanan, and then we can try your luck. We can try
Yeah,
your luck in the pits.
I'm all up for that, actually.
Yes.
I'd like to see the people. Oh, so that's the point. The
Yeah.
thing. All right.
Okay,
I'm interested in seeing who's running the thing down there.
Alright. So you're turning back and you start heading back towards the Mermaid's Head, as the bar was named.
Mm-hmm.
You walk back in and you find it's the same situation as before. A few less people, maybe like 3 people, still the same 3 people sitting up by the bar. Tilda just smiles at you and waves as you walk in. It's like, so you want to go downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have music downstairs?
No,
Don't play music.
it's mostly being drowned out by, the sound of fists and whatnot.
I'm a performer myself, and we may strike. I can play you a tune here to demonstrate my skills, and if you like,
I think if you want to see the fight, you should head downstairs. But you can talk it over with Pa. He'll deal with
Oh,
that.
I would love to talk to your father.
Okay, I think he's in the area. Just come with me, and she waves you in, and she starts walking through the kitchen. You see a single older lady in there who looks a lot like Tilda. Red hair, apron hanging down. She's got this graying hair. You can see how where Tilda's young features are tightly drawn across her face. You can see how this older woman has the same features, the same color hair, the same freckles, but her cheeks are drooping, and even she's probably no more than 40, but she looks tired. She just gives you a slight nod and a smile as you walk through the kitchen. You turn into the storage. Tilda pulls up open into a cabinet and just points in, and you just walk through and you push the and you push the back, the back wall.
Okay.
Before I walk in, I let the 2 others walk in first. I stay with Tilda basically for a little while.
Kanan, be ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something inspirational, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
I look at Tilda and just here you go. Have first of all, I ask her how much more ales.
Oh, it's fine. You can just pay downstairs. We usually settle it with the bets. It's easier.
No, how much was the ales?
Oh, just a gold a piece.
I hand her 5 gold pieces.
Wow. She's standing there, like 5 gold pieces in her hands. Wow, thank you. She quickly pockets it and gives you a slight bow and a slight nod. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, little child. That sounded way too creepy. What the fuck?
Oh yes, it sounds creepy every time, buddy.
You can never use the word child in a sentence and get away with it. It always sounds creepy. There's something wrong.
Oh, my little child.
My
Exactly.
little child.
So she opens up the cupboard, also the cabinet, and she leans in, hits something, and you see how the back opens up, and behind it you see a set of stairs. She just indicates to you that you're welcome to walk in.
All right, I do so.
You step in through, and you see a set of stairs that are very, very poorly lit, but it is tight enough that at least one person can fit down through here. So you guide each other down, you turn the stairs, and you go down, and you hear how the sound of the bar slowly fades away and becomes something else. It's the sound of another bar, another atmosphere, another feeling kind of appears.
Mm-hmm.
So you enter into the basement and into a minor room where you see weapons are hanging on the walls all around you. You see clubs and mostly blunt melee weapons.
Yeah.
And as you turn to the right and you're coming down the stairs, you see an older man with features that look nothing like Tilda's, but the burning red hair and a red full beard. He looks up at you, gives you a nod, like, you're new.
Islas.
Yes,
You got my money?
Yes.
We left some with your daughter. Did I see that exchange that Ayla made?
I don't think so. I think she was in the back.
Okay,
I'm pretty certain.
ignore that.
Okay.
We do. I tell
Your bloody
tap tap.
tomato. Yeah.
Fuck you. I tell you to get 9 gold pieces.
Yeah. Would you be interested in some atmospheric music down here?
If you could
Please.
drown out the sound of violence, you're
I
welcome
can
to. I don't
freaking
particularly
try.
care.
Don't play.
I'll show you right
Don't.
now. Cue up my music.
For fuck's sake.
You better.
You pull out the bagpipes.
Oh
Put it on blast. Yes.
You got it ready.
Love you, man. There we go.
Over the sound of this amazing bagpipes, you hear the old man yelling. It's like, "What the fuck is going on? Would you quiet down, son?"
No. You better let me roll for that one. He's gonna love the tunes.
Nope. He reaches in over the table and pulls the
Denied.
bagpipe from you and like, "Are you insane?"
I inspired
Seriously.
Kanan with that, so you got
I
one
just look at
inspiration.
this man and go, I like this man.
I don't.
Alright.
That doesn't make sense.
Kanan, consider yourself inspired. You got a 1d6 you can use for any ability check.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and shakes his head like, "Stop being insane. Pay the money. Put the weapons down." He gestures to all of you, and then step inside and fight, please. I would love to see someone bash your skull in.
I mean, not mine. His.
I
Well, here's hoping.
I put my weapons down. My little swordy thing.
All right, you leave your weapons. You leave your weapons at the table. You may deduct 9 gold from your entire stash.
Yes, I may.
Oh fuck,
Okay.
I have to do math.
No, I mean I'll do the payment.
Okay. The
Yeah,
moment
see, I'm
you,
like-
Alright, the moment you paid you paid the man, he pulls aside this curtain and you step into a gambling hall with a cage in the back. You see how all of a sudden the mood has turned into this more aggressive, this more pensive, awaiting mood, where people are sitting by the tables, they're shuffling things back and forth. You see dragon chess being played in the back, and some guy yelling and screaming for the life of him as he lost a certain amount of money. In the bar to your right, you see
Okay.
a massive, twice the size of a regular half orc, just lying across the table, hanging in over, arms resting, almost touching the ground on the other side, drool just flowing from his mouth as he lies there, loudly snoring, almost
where?
managing to deafen out the rest of the bar. He's sitting roughly here. And Ryan, if you would be so kind as to introduce yourself.
Ah!
Finally.
I love him.
All right.
Do you wanna poke him awake?
Nice to meet you. All right, that's enough.
What a lovely conversation we're having.
Half orc is just lying there. He is completely dead. How do you look to these guys, Ryan?
Ayla, do you wanna poke him awake?
I walk up to him and just like poke at him.
A lovely idea.
Yes, it will work fine. I can't hear myself for this music.
It might have turned up a bit loud.
This is also the Skyrim music, I can fucking tell.
Shouldn't be the Skyrim music.
Turn it down in the master
No, it's
master
fine. Yeah, you
volume
can
level.
do it for yourself as well.
Yeah.
I know, but I already have it turned down.
Oh, right, it might have fiddled with it. Alright, it's fine. Leave it as. Alright. So you're back in this bar here. Ryan, try to explain how your character looks to these guys.
With pleasure. So, there's, let's say he's dead to the world. He's sleeping. He's a brutish-looking dude. He's not huge for a half-orc, but he's relatively big. He's pretty hefty.
He hits the
Definitely
gym.
Age. No, he's never seen a gym in his life. He hasn't got time for that. He's on the older side, greying hair, grey skin. His hair and skin roughly the same colour. Ready tint to the hair, but he's lying there. Can't see his eyes yet. They're asleep, just like him, resting peacefully, dreaming of rage.
In the rage cage.
That's a person you're poking awake, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I'm fine with it. I've handled bigger dudes.
That's what she
Oh, I
said.
bet you have.
Don't turn this into that.
I mean, you did that.
Alright, so Forhast, you're sitting here. You don't remember the last time you were awake. It is ages past, and the last time you were awake, it was for fighting. It is pretty much what keeps you going at this stage. So your unsteady sleep, your unhappy sleep, is being interrupted when something starts prodding you in the ribs, and you wake
it's
up.
just one prod. It's just one prod.
Fine. When a prod in the rib, singular, wakes you up, and you find to your right stands this half your size, elvish-looking girl.
I am tall as fuck. Fuck off.
He is a fair bit taller. Trust me on this. As you turn to look to her, she seems odd and out of place to you. What do you do?
I am going to reach for the nearest glass, and I'm going to swing straight for the face.
All right.
Time to do the rolls. Come on.
Roll it.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna dictate this because I will not fucking deal with Ryan trying to kill everyone with his massive 6 HP bar. It will not help anyone. You just swing at her. Ayla, you duck out of the way as you more or less saw this coming. You take a good step back, and there's 5 feet separating you.
That's not fair.
Right? It is not fair, but I will not deal with it in party combat because that will kill everyone.
It's just one
mean
swing.
Ryan would
It's not
kill
gonna
it.
kill
I was
him.
having a lovely dream where I was ripping the skulls off some stupid pirates. Why would you dare wake me up from that?
Just, I turn around to like Kane and Lou and just point to them. They dared me.
Oh, I heard that one.
What?
Um,
That is absolutely not true.
what is not true?
The
Peeking
fact
out
that-
from around the corner from the reception, you see this reddish older man, Tilda's apparent father, like, are you already fighting? Seriously, Forrest, you've been here and you've been awake for like 2 minutes and you're already fucking fighting. Could you at least do it in the bloody cage?
Fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you, buddy.
I like Ryo. Good thing. I love him.
So I'm gonna
Will you
march
3 idiots be
straight
fighting?
Yep.
He points to the 3 of you.
I'm in the cage. I'm already in the cage.
You see Forrest stumbling off into the cage and he places himself down.
Is it fist fights or?
Alright.
What?
We can't do
hell.
it. We used to be able
hell.
to do this with weapons, but then, I mean, pirates and yeah. So no, fist fights.
Alright, I just sigh and go in the cage like, okay.
Kanan,
Fight,
I don't
fight,
like the look
fight,
of this.
fight, fight.
This is
The moment
not a
that
normal
both
fighter.
of you are in the cage, the bar behind you slams shut, and everyone from all the other tables interrupt what they're doing and start walking up to the cage. They start lining it, standing there, just looking at you in complete silence as the man behind the counter starts making himself ready. Tilda's father walks up and goes like, so, you know the rules, Forrest, don't kill people. Seriously, I'm telling you, do not kill people.
Don't
Shake
kill
your
our
finger.
patrons.
Boring.
Is there any betting involved in this?
He looks at you and goes like, yes, of course there is. So, here's the rules. Winner takes 50% of what was paid at the table. The rest goes to the house. All drinks bought and paid for while the fight is going will be split 50-50 between the winner and the loser. Has everyone agreed?
Can I bet on the orc?
Oh,
He looks at you.
you stinky elf, buy me a beer.
I absolutely will not do that. Maybe after the
You're not
break.
an elf.
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, fuck you are. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're both elves. So
I forgot.
I'm hitting the bar, and can I really place a bet on any one of those?
Sure you can.
Okay. And how much would I get for like 20 golds on the orc?
21.
I will
He
not be
has
placing
never
a
lost.
bet. That is not a good odd.
Nope, it is really not. I will, however, give you 2 for 1 on. What is that? Is that an elf?
Yeah,
just leans
it's
over
an
and goes,
elf. Kinda.
Right, you know, yeah, I'll give you 2 for 1 on that. You give me 20, I'll give you 40 if he wins.
There is
I
no
look at them
way.
and go-
That's a terrible odd, especially if you're giving 1 gold on 20 on the opposite side. That's not.
Okay, hang on.
I've
wait,
never
who's
seen
in
the.
the ring.
So at this point, I'm getting quite bored and I'm just smashing my head against the side of the cage.
Yeah,
Who's in
I'm
the
not
ring with
betting
him?
against that.
Okay,
I
okay.
am.
So I'll just sum it up. Kanan is in the ring with Forehead.
okay.
The bar has been closed. Oh, sorry, the gate has been closed. You
Yeah.
see the Forehead is going to stomp around and just smash shit because he's bored. You see how the bar patrons are looking around like, why are we not starting yet? And the man behind the bar, Tilda's father, is like, okay, we need to hurry this up before he just kills him for fun.
Okay, I'm placing a bet.
Right, okay, so who are you betting on?
As much as I hate this man, Kanan, I must support my kin and bet on him.
Sure. How much money do you want to give away?
How much money you want to?
I'll
Yeah, that's a
play-
good term.
10.
Alright, 10. I'll give you 20 if he wins. You weird-looking man with the monocle, what do you want?
Oh, yeah,
I
you
would
said
like a.
Hurry,
I would
hurry,
like
come on.
rum, man. I'm out of this betting thing.
Okay, Ram, and you're out. Awesome. And he stands up on a small stool, so he sticks up over your heads, and he just yells to Forrest, like, Forrest, you can kill him now! but don't kill him.
And kill him I will, so I'm immediately raging and I'm throwing a nice big punch square at his face.
Alright, okay. You guys, Kanan and Forrest, you both roll initiative.
Oh,
So, yeah.
good luck, you fuck.
I'm just grabbing my. Oh, nice roll. I'm just grabbing my glass and I'm cheering with the crowd. I want to watch this fight and enjoy it.
Give me a second. Guys, remember when you roll initiative, click your character so you got it marked, then click on the initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I can't see it. I'll write it in as needed. You got 20 on your first, I saw that.
Yeah, that was a natural 20, man.
Oh,
Jesus.
No, it's still more. So that's good.
But 20 is better than fucking...
Yeah, it's same. Basically.
Why am I still
it's
not
the same
seeing
order.
yours?
19 and 11.
Yeah, but I still don't see it.
You have to go back there.
I did. I did.
Alright, fuck it, doesn't matter.
I'm gonna do it again. Wait.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You got 23 on your first.
Well, not a
He's
natural
got 20.
And
Right,
I got
okay.
another 20. Okay.
Perfect. Right, okay. Kanan, so just as you're about to make ready, because you're used to this combat being...
Exactly.
It's a fairly ordered thing. And just as you're about to like square up, you just see this flying haymaker coming towards you. You duck under it. What do you do?
I don't know. Run to his side and punch back.
Okay, good. So your attacks are built differently from his. So take a look at your character sheet, Volker.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What about it?
So in your attack section, you see how it's set up? You got an action and a bonus action.
Yes.
Good. So
if I make an action if I use an action to make an attack, I can do a bonus action to make another attack with a D4.
Yes.
Also, a D4 is my unarmed strike.
Yes.
Dice.
Yep. +3 for your dexterity.
Go you.
Yeah.
Good luck you.
Alright.
Bit his ass you.
Here's
So
the
you
thing.
roll 2 attacks. Yes.
Yeah. So where is it? That's 1. That's 2.
Did you just crit on that first
Yep.
one?
That was a critical hit on the first roll. Good
And
shit. You rolled
wait,
3 natural
did I
20s so far.
Did I confirm it? I didn't.
We don't confirm in 0.5. You just crit.
Really?
Yeah. That's not
Oh.
confirming hits. What is your AC, Ryan?
Okay.
15.
Ryan
15.
fucking
So
dead.
both of those are hits. Well, not really. So that's you make
has,
2
like-
hits. You just lean over, duck under that first haymaker. You come up under him, hit him square in the jaw with an uppercut, and lean in, strike him with the right side of your elbow across the face, and you're like,
Yeah.
that will kill a person. That's enough to stop a man dead. And as you sit there and you lean back to avoid killing the man, as you've been told, you see how the orc is just looking at you. Right? You take 14
hell.
damage, and it's your turn.
Fucking hell.
Oh, well, you were raised by a bitch.
Oh!
Yeah!
I'm straight up raging.
Actually,
reckless.
You're kind of right.
Straight into his face.
Yeah.
Alright, so
That's the way to take
bonus-
it.
Alright, so first off, bonus action, you rage, and you reckless attack. Awesome. Roll it.
I'm trying to find an armed strike, but I don't think I have one.
It is just a regular attack without your proficiency because you know what? Actually, I will argue you are proficient because this is something you've been doing. So you're proficient. and that is not a hit dice.
Ah, well, what do you want then?
First up, roll a d20 with your proficiency modifier.
D20 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, d20 plus 2.
1d20 plus 2.
So 20. I don't know. What is your AC?
16.
16. So that's a hit. And you roll You are not proficient, however, with fist. Well, actually, you are because you're a barbarian. So you roll a d4 plus your modifier, which is for you would be strength.
Yeah. Press the wrong button.
Probably.
Strength is 3. Roll.
That is not. You just add the 3. So that is 5 total. And you already used your bonus action. So, Kanan, you take 5 damage as he stands and takes these hits. He leans over and just smacks you across the nose. You have no idea where that punch came from because he should have been down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
So that's 16. All right.
that is 16. That is your turn.
All right. I just basically run to the side again and do the same thing.
All right. Okay. Roll your attack.
Ooh.
So that's
That's
2.
8, and that's a 12, and your AC is still 16, right?
15.
15. That's more than enough in this case. So you
Alright.
see how he ducks around you, and you just follow him with your eyes, scanning him as he swings 2 wild kicks at you, hitting for the back of the knee. You just raise your leg above him. You see the kick go wide, and then a second kick from the heel to the chin, and you just duck back, almost unbothered by the entirety of the thing.
All right.
You lean
There's
in and do your
Sorry.
attacks.
Don't want to interrupt you. He had advantage on me.
one other thing.
No,
What?
he doesn't have advantage. Why would he have advantage?
I had reckless attack, so he had advantage.
That's a fair point. And that's actually true.
Oh.
As did
You-
I, though, to be fair, but
Well, you hit, so it didn't really matter. And none of those were crits from what I could tell. No, they weren't.
They weren't.
No.
I could have. Okay.
Just
No,
hear
but
from the out of the cage. Go, Kanan!
It is already calculated from what I can tell. Wait, no, that's because you don't use it. Actually, Ryan, just roll a d20 for me real quick, just to be sure.
Yep, 2 seconds.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused. What happened?
Because Ryan has advantage because you used reckless attack. I just didn't account for it because he hasn't typed it in, meaning he gets to roll 2 d20s. Just in case he critted on that. That's why I'm asking him to do it now. He didn't, so it doesn't matter. He still hit you. Because he used reckless attack, all attacks against him on his own round, or on your round for this situation, gets advantage, meaning that you didn't roll 8 and 12, you rolled 15 and 22, so you still hit.
Oh,
Meaning that-
awesome.
So
So
Ryan,
are those
Yeah.
both hits?
yeah, meaning that he took 7 and 6, he took 13 damage, reduced to half because he's raging.
All right. Oh, fucking hell. There's one other thing. I can do a key point and do another hit.
Okay, do it.
Nice.
That's another hit, so that's a total of 13 plus 5, that's 18, reduced to half, that is 9.
Fucking
Right,
hell.
you take 9 damage as he just rolls off 3 attacks on you, and you just take them to the face, unbothered.
Oh, wait, who's getting punched right now?
Fucking
So that was from the
insufferable.
42, right? So 9 from the 42.
No, 22. Oh, sorry, 9. You took 18 damage total.
Half 9.
Yeah.
So you take
You
9
good?
damage.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh,
Awesome.
wait, fucking Ryan has like a 42 HP pool. HP pool.
Wait, he took actually 23 damage total.
How do you get the number?
14 in the first part in the first round because I was the first.
You took 30. Well, yeah, total, but he's already calculated that.
Yeah, he's taking
Oh,
away
okay,
round by round.
All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
god, so that's even more than that. Oh, fucking hell.
Right, guys, let me just run
Still
it.
33 to go.
The math is right so far. Ryan,
Everything's
take your
good.
turn.
So, if you have a wonderful little read of this, you little bitch. Swinging double times. Punch, punch.
Bonus action on each of your turns after this when you raise it. So you make 2 attacks.
Fuck you.
With my...
Reckless attack. Yeah, proficiency and modifier.
Which is... So proficiency being 2.
And your modifier being 3, so you take plus 5.
So I'm doing 2 d20s plus 5.
Yeah. So that's a hit. Take another one. 2d20s plus 5, because you're rolling with advantage. You're recklessing, no?
Yes, I am indeed.
So that is a 17 on the first one. Oh, sorry, on the second roll. Fine, both of those are hits.
Fuck you.
Roll your damage. 1d4 plus 3.
Twice.
Yes. 1d4 plus 3, that's 6, that's it. And you take 10 damage as the orc is just standing there taking the beating.
Fuck you.
That's bonus, that's action,
fuck
that's...
you.
Unless you move, that is your turn. Kanan, you may take a turn. He moves up there just because.
Alright, let me just see one thing.
So I'm chatting with Ayla. So how do you feel about your odds?
Ayla's weeping.
No, I'm just standing there, smiling at the fact that this bagpipe fucker gets beaten up.
Do you want to buy me a beer yet, elf?
Bagpipe is sitting next to you. He's not in the ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck,
I think you're drunk.
fuck.
sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
morons, you do know the more beer you buy, the more money I win, right?
Yeah, hence the one beer.
Kanan, what are you
Hence the
doing?
no bear.
Just a second. I gotta read something.
While he's reading, I'm gonna go ahead and swing.
Fuck you.
How much money did you put?
You cannot walk into a cage with a barbarian. You cannot do that. It's just
Yeah.
not a good idea.
Alright.
How much money? Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. I just again run to the side and fucking swing at it.
Alright, okay.
The same thing. I do a key thing and do 3 strikes.
Okay, you know what? Because you're not done this very much and you're not spend a lot of time with the fighting, I will tell you, you are better off taking some of the other actions with your key points. So you've got the flurry of blows, which gives you more attacks, but he's already raging. What you're better off doing is take a disengage. You can't run away in this case, but you can take a chi point and go the dodge action. And the dodge action gives him disadvantage on every attack against you for that round.
Oh, that is actually very useful.
Yes. I generally won't help, but in this case, it's fair because you don't know the class very well.
All right. I think I might actually listen to you.
Yay!
I'm gonna do that.
Alright, okay. So you roll off an attack. And as you take the attack, you dodge out and dodge out of the way. So roll 1d20.
Just a d20?
Yeah. You do one attack. Well, I know he used reckless, so it's with advantage. So just click your unarmed attack. And it will roll with advantage if necessary.
Where is it?
There it is. That's an attack. So that's 5 damage. You take 5, reduced to rounded down to 2. Ryan? Ryan, just confirm that real quick.
Sorry?
Just you take 5 damage, reduced to 2 because of frenzy. Right.
No frenzy.
And you have the dodge action. Right. Ryan, your turn.
Yes.
I forgot to turn on fight music, but fuck it. This is a slaughter. It's not a fight.
Good. No, it's peaceful.
Your fate is uncanny.
Barbaric creature.
I'm still gonna carry on.
Yeah. Just do it. With advantage, so that's 19. That's a hit. With advantage, that's another hit. So that's your action and bonus action. Well, actually, no.
That's not a hit.
No, that's the first one is not a hit. The second one is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you roll 1d4 plus 3.
Oh fuck.
I'm raging though as well. Remember, there's an extra 2.
Yeah, I know. So the reckless attack gives you advantage, but he's taken the dodge action, which negates your advantage, meaning it runs out even. Your first roll is a 5. Your second roll is a 19. Since you don't get advantage,
18.
it just
That's
becomes
still
8. Yeah, but the first one is good. The first one isn't. So you take 6 damage as he just clocks you on top of the head.
So that's
you out.
yeah. Like
You see,
exactly.
You all see how he leans over, grabs him by the shirt collar, pulls him in, smiles, grins at him, raises his head, and just bonks him on top of the head, knocking him down. He just lets go of him, and he collapses on the floor. And the fight just
Now the
instantly.
elf.
What?
Now the elf.
Now the elf. Are you actually declaring another fight?
Unless he buys me a beer.
Right, okay. Well, you're out of the fight.
But-
You guys see how Kanan just drops on the floor. This orc is just bleeding. He's still in the cage, and you're guessing there's a good reason he's not been let out yet. He's just walking around in there like a caged animal looking at you.
Open the door, that fucker's gonna kill us all.
Ayla, do you want to jump in?
Ooh.
He's looking at you. He's looking at you
I'm
very
tempted.
funny.
I'm tempted.
Are you? Really?
Yes, but I value my life.
Tilda's father walks up next to you and taps you on the shoulder. So if you can keep him over here in the corner and maybe buy him the beer, please, we can get the elf out of the cage before he dies. So just stand there and talk to him for a second. You all see how the man slowly opens the cage and walks in. It's like raises a hand to force, like, I'm just getting out the body, okay? Calm down and I'll buy you beer.
It's like the raptor. It's like the raptor scene in Jurassic World.
Pretty much. He grabs Kanan by the back of the collar and drags him out of the cage, pulls him back to the corner and puts him down there. If you've got anyone with medical experience, you can leave him here.
Oh shit, dog's out.
Get back in your cage, orc. Unless anyone else is challenging him, I'm going to let out the orc, he says, and just steps back behind the bar.
I step up.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes like, little girl, are you absolutely sure of that?
Oh yeah. Also, wait, did he call me little girl?
Yes.
The voice of confidence.
Can I punch him?
Well, you can try, but he just kind of glares at you, gives you the clean indication that you probably shouldn't.
I glare at him as well and just like really angry, like scoff at him.
Awesome. Perfect. Get in the cage, and he yells up, he stands up back on his stool and goes like, so, we got another fight, another suicide rather. Same bets, I think. We go 2-1 on the elf, and yeah, you know what? We'll go 20-21 on the orc, as per usual.
I unequip my rapier and just leave it at the bar.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
I'll pull you
already
back.
left it, right? We left it at the
Oh,
door.
I already.
Oh,
No one has weapons. Everyone left them in the storage room.
Okay.
First, another elf walks into the cage. The doors are shut and slammed. Kanan, you slowly wake up.
Before we start this battle,
Yeah?
I don't think I've added the correct amount of hit points after I leveled up.
No, you haven't. I've noticed that actually. You didn't get to roll. Actually, roll your hit dice real quick.
Where the fuck did I do that?
Just click on your character sheet, and there's a hit die in the middle of it. There you go.
this.
Good shit.
Perfect. So you just add
I see it.
your Constitution modifier to that,
I think
and that's your new max.
yeah.
Plus 7.
Add 7 to your HP.
Yep. So your max HP, mind you.
Fuck, that's
okay.
math.
Mathing
23?
is hard. Let me see. Just give me a second.
Oh
I'll
my
just-
god,
16.
what is that red line?
So it's
Exactly.
Ah, fuck, I pressed the wrong button.
23. So max is 23.
Fucking hell.
Count it.
Okay.
Don't worry,
I
I'll do it.
accidentally left
Are you
the game.
conscious?
Right,
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Kanan wakes up, you sit him up against the wall, and he just sits there and looks at you. He's like swaying
I'm
back
gonna
and
put myself to 1 HP.
Okay. Do it.
Hello, buddy.
Wake up, you.
Alright.
How are you feeling?
My head kind of hurts.
I mean,
Just a bit.
a ship just hit you. Yeah.
I take a look at the cage and I see Ayla in there, and
Yeah.
I see the thing,
The thing.
and I go like, oh fucking hell. I thought I got this, but obviously I didn't.
Well, at least you got inspired for it.
I raise my hands.
Okay.
Like
Square up.
take like a fighting stance, you know.
Alright, both of you.
Let's throw down pussy.
And with
Literally.
that, throw down pussy. I'd like to see some initiative rolls.
Oh.
Okay, that was one. And okay, who's got the highest modifier?
Pinky.
I.
That would be pinking. Okay, cool. Standing up against the front, unless you're standing back there, Ryan. Is that where you put yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
He
Ayla?
absolutely gives no fuck.
Why should
You see
he?
how the orc is just standing there, just leaning against the back of the cage, just looking at you, and just
Grinning.
inviting you to come at him. He doesn't even start, so you're welcome to go first.
Am I still raging at this point?
No, you lost it after your turn. You have to take.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so that little.
That's why I went into the cage. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that.
You're still gonna die.
Definitely. What will Biscuit do if I actually win this fight?
We'll pay you. Ayla, your turn. Come on. What do you do?
I started with like a sidestep, you know, just sidestep back and
Yeah.
forth. Not actually doing anything. More like sizing him up. So
I would advocate you use your actions to try and kill him before he destroys you. But you can step back and forth if you want. I will not stop you.
But like not. I mean, like you know, a little
Yeah.
fighting stance. You know, the thing.
Yeah, you do the jump back and forth, raise your hands. You look like a proper fighter, except that you're half his size.
I'm half his size, but I'm also smaller, so I could fuck him up.
Sure.
I do a quick like leap at him with a punch.
Right. Okay. Roll an attack. Mind you, you are not proficient with the unarmed fist.
I know.
Goody. Fair enough. So roll an
One
attack.
damage.
That
wait,
is-
what did I do? Roll that.
So you roll a d20.
Yeah.
No proficiency modifier.
Yeah.
You are not. You still get your dexterity modifier. So roll a d20 plus 3.
We got yeah. Oh!
So you run up to him. You just lean back and you smack him clean across the jaw. You feel it was a perfect punch. Everything was aligned. Your fist just strikes him, and you feel that it clicks slightly. And then you step back and
His
you look-
jaw or my fist?
both of them. You see how his head rolls with the punch, and then he stops and turns back and looks back to you. Ryan, you take 2 damage.
Oh fuck! This will be a long fight.
And that puts you right there.
Actually not.
Ryan? Unless he's doing something with his bonus action, it's your turn.
I like these fancy moves, so I'm gonna go ahead and run at this cage wall over here, bounce off it, and come straight
Superman punch!
flying punch.
You see how the orc stops, looks at you, turns off, runs out of your area of attack, so you just swipe at him real quick as he leaves your area. Just roll a d20.
Which one of us? Me.
You. He leaves your area of attack, so you get an attack of opportunity, meaning that you get a free attack on him. So roll a d20, it's still the same modifier, plus 3.
Okay. Come on, let's do 20 again. I pick.
Nice.
And you strike him in the back of the head, and he just ignores it. You still take 1 damage there, Ryan.
Woo! I did 3 damage.
And in that situation, Ryan, it is you. Do you rage first, or do you just go straight at him?
He rolled with a plus 3 modifier, but never mind.
He gets a plus 3 from his dexterity.
All right. Well, fuck it then. Let's go for that second rage.
So you rage up. You see how he begins frothing at the mouth as he comes running straight at you, bouncing off the bars, and you realize that this is a freight train. Not that you know what those are. Fine. You know what? Let's call it. This is a man o' war, just ramming at you with a 50 miles an hour. Roll your attack, Ryan.
So it's 1d20 this time, right?
Yes. 1d20 plus your proficiency and your modifier. You're missing a plus 2 here. What's your AC, Ayla?
14.
14. That's well below what you needed. Do you not? Are you using reckless here because you are fatigued?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are because you left rage, so you are fatigued.
No, I'm fatigued, but I'm not using reckless.
Ah, okay, good. Let me just make sure of something here. First, fatigue.
Movement half, I think.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Goody. So roll an attack with, just an attack, no advantage. Roll your damage, 1d4 plus 3. You take 5 damage as he just brings his elbow to your hand, or head rather, and almost brings you to your knees. Unless you're moving elsewhere, you're stopping there, and it's your turn, Ayla.
Ah, fuck. Should I take away the points over there?
Oh, you can do it. would prefer not to keep control of your guys' characters and
No,
tokens and
I
damage.
understand. I understand. Wait, I just math.
You basically just click the red square and you go -5, and it just
Okay, do that.
subtracts that amount. Wait, what did you do?
I don't know.
Alright, so click the token,
Yeah.
click the red circle with the 23 in it,
Oh, okay, I see.
and in there you go -5. Perfect.
Ah.
And that's how everything is run. The same with any other number. It makes everything so much easier, but I don't have to control that. But it is your turn. Roll your attack.
I want to do a kick.
All right.
That's all.
It's still an attack. It changes absolutely nothing.
You thought you were
So
going to do
D20
that.
plus 3.
Yes.
Would a kick be more acrobatic though?
Nah.
You
Still
just
a
kick
hit,
him in the
shit.
shin.
So you lean back and you run into him and you go like, fuck it, I'll kick him in the nuts. You send your foot straight up in between his legs. You hit him square in the jewels and he just stands there and glares down at you, barely feeling it. You take 1 damage, Ryan. You can't reduce it by any more than that.
I
Oh my
can't
God,
take anything.
one.
If it's,
I am gonna get my fucking shit kicked in.
So,
yes,
Ryan, what did it say?
if it's 1 damage, I can't take any.
No, that's the thing. You can't reduce it. You always take a minimum of 1, no matter what.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Come on, don't be so sad.
This is such an even fight.
That tickle. Why don't we sort this out like true gentlemen? Let's roll 2 of these bad boys.
Well, rest in peace, fellas.
And I imagine that's reckless.
Yep, that's reckless with rage.
Good. Those are both hits. Roll it.
Roll damage. You wanted this. I yell it out.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I did some damage to him.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Don't you just feel swell?
I'm fucking
That's-
dead.
That's 13 damage. You just nailed back down. He just raises both of hands above his head and just starts clobbering on you. That brings it down to 5.
For the elf, some mercy, I think, and say that if they double the bet, I won't kill her.
You hear how the orc steps back for a second, leans back and goes like, I mean, if you double the bet, I won't kill her. And you see how the man behind the bars steps up and he just yells over the head of the page and goes like, Forrest, we've talked about this, you can't kill people. Honestly. I'll give you 5 gold not to kill her. And a beer.
Bear.
Okay, good. Thank
It's
you.
like fucking Hulk, you know, just ooh.
Awesome. Ayla, it's your turn. I think he's giving you the opportunity to step out of the fight here. What do you do?
Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. I'm
I'm
chanting.
not that stupid.
Hit
I'm
him,
not
hit him,
that
hit him.
Shut up, let her do. What are you doing, Ayla?
I bow, as in like to show a sign of respect, and then I just step out of the cage.
Okay. You see how Ayla
Ass bitch.
Ayla's been called out, she bows more or less limpingly and steps out of the cage and the fight disengages. You all step out of the cage. Forrest, you walk up to the barman, he's like, seriously, man, could you not find somewhere else to fight? There's not much point with you here. And he leans over and holds out the money from the bet. So there's been sold about 15 ales split in 2, 1 gold each. So about 7 gold from the drinks being sold during the fight, from the people paying their entry, meaning 30, 45 reduced in half. That's 22. It's 29, and then from the bets. So he holds out 40 or 34 gold for you in a bag and goes like, "You're making way too much money on this, man. You really are."
Yeah, you gotta do what you love.
He looks to the rest of you, and she's sat there, completely clobbered, except for Lou, who's just in his own, laughing at the bet. You get 1 gold from the bet, by the way, Lou. Oh wait, you didn't take it.
No,
No, you had that offer, you didn't take it.
nope, I didn't.
First, I imagine you place yourself at the bar now.
Yep, I'm there. I'm drinking a beer.
The rest of you,
Forest. Right?
exactly.
Are
The
we
rest of
talking
us-
or?
I'm not talking to you. I'm surprised you still got teeth.
I'm not fighting, so I have all my teeth. Yeah,
Hmm.
you fought 2 of them, evident by the bruises and the lack of teeth.
I
I'm gonna call
crack
you
like
in Orcish.
What do you do in Orcish?
I called you a cunt.
Me?
Do you speak Orcish?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't know then.
Then he's just grunting.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
fuck, I have all these speeches, but Orcish is not one of them. That would have been good now. If I knew he were playing an orc, I would have chosen Orcish as well.
Mm.
All right, I just come up to barely come up to him.
You need help walking here?
What's your character's name, by the way?
Forest, right?
I.
Forrest.
just-
Forrest Gump.
God, fuck's sake, man.
Fucking
God.
hell.
First Gulp, seriously.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Original. Nice.
I just come up to you and say, I hope we're gonna repeat this one day with a different outcome.
We can do it right now if you want. The cage is right there.
Not right now, please. Have mercy.
Are you sure? I mean, you can go for it.
Yeah, but my health cannot.
That's a real shame. That was a good fight. Even.
So
Challenging.
what are you for?
I did my best. I
know you
tried.
did.
What are you doing here? Why are you here?
We kind of got lost.
We got shipwrecked.
No wonder.
Yeah.
I see you fiddling with these fucking tokens. I'm gonna take them away. Jesus.
Fuck you! I gotta turn to him as I'm talking to him.
Where did our tokens go?
Tokens are gone.
Okay.
Fear of the mind. Work without them.
Yeah, wait, so
Gone
we're
like
sitting
air-
still at the
or-
bar.
You're all sitting at the bar.
Roger, Roger.
Three of you are bleeding profusely. The orc is
patch
still
myself off.
okay.
What do you mean 3 of you?
Well, Forrest is still bleeding. He just doesn't care.
I'm putting the blood in the mug and drinking the blood. And
I look at the fucking orc and just go, I like you.
Fucking love this. All right.
That's my contribution to this. I just point at the orc and go, I like
I'm
you.
talking about Orcish.
At least you're consistent.
Such a friendly character.
I asked him. Was this the only place he's fought in?
No, I fought everywhere. I'm the ferryman around here.
Where do you ferry to?
Anywhere you want to go.
Okay. You
Alright.
have a boat, then.
No, I have a ferry.
Well, how far does your ferry reach?
Fair point.
Reaches as far as you want it.
That's not true. You can navigate the seas with a ferry.
With enough beer and good spirit, you can go anywhere you want to go.
Okay. So this is how you spend your days. Fighting in this ring, training poor souls' money.
Fucking your mother.
and teeth.
And teeth, yeah.
I've got a really nice teeth necklace. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out of my pocket.
He pulls out what looks like, first off, a beaded necklace. And then, as he holds it in towards the light, you look through it and you go like, that's very anatomically correct, surprisingly, from something that's probably carved from marble or some other white stone. That's a human molar. That's weirdly a halfling canine. Those are actually teeth. Holy fuck! And you just look through them and you're like, that's an orc canine. That's a halfling canine. That's a human molar. That's like a good long beaded necklace of teeth from all sorts of species. And weirdly, you count through them, goes like, that's probably a wolf, which he apparently beat to death with his fists.
Cool.
All right. So, did you get any of those in not the underworld? Wait,
Underdark.
No, not underdog, but like, fucking hell, I forgot the word. God damn it, the undercover places that thieves gather.
Bars.
What?
You know, bars, pubs,
No,
places
but
with
like
alcohol.
underground bars, something like this.
Fight clubs.
Speakeasies. Fight clubs, speakeasies, all that. And I
Alright.
think we know what you mean.
Yeah.
Never talk about the Fight Club.
Did you fight there? In some of those?
All over.
All
I
right.
used to own my own fight pit once upon a time.
All
What
right.
city?
We're gonna talk about that.
No, I'm not telling you what city.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Such a friendly character.
I call you a cunt in Orcish.
Yeah. He keeps saying that word. I don't know what.
That's
I
a
don't
fair
know.
response, though. Keep your.
Yeah, but I don't know what about my name. Content.
You sit here and you exchange pleasantries.
Sure.
And I'm making air quotes that people can't see here.
Yes, I can feel them.
The air grows slightly colder as you sit here and chat. You barely notice until a fog seems to settle around the floor of the place, and there's
A
a
fog.
feeling of how the mood changes, how everything grows from cold to a great deal colder,
Oh.
and how the sconces on the walls seem to die away, and light just becomes almost impossible to see. Forrest, you know this place, and this is not common. This is not how. This is generally a warm area. This is generally a warm place where you feel welcome. And yet, there's, without any actual presence being changed, there's now a new person in the room. There's a new character that just makes himself known, and you can't help but feel a little wonderment. I would like all of you to roll a will save, please.
A what?
Will save.
What is that?
Saving throw for will, which is
Exactly.
wisdom.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, what? Yes, wisdom. Sure.
Yep. Wisdom saving for 14, 16, 10, and 16. So you all stop in your places, you'll turn in your seats, and you sit there frozen. You are effectively under the fear effect, meaning you cannot move closer towards whatever creature is creating this effect. You
Oh, God
will,
damn it.
on any given opportunity, you will run away from it. You turn around, and in the middle of the room, something that just looks like a ghostly character of a captain stands there. He looks like any other captain you've seen. He's old, he's grizzled.
Flying Dutchman.
He seems to fluctuate between a ghostly white presence and not being there at all, until he just sort of shakes it off, and the presence in the room dies down, the fear effect vanishes, and he just stands there, cold and unbothered, and looks around and goes like,
In the flesh?
in the flesh. He looks at you four, scans you, ignores you, turns around, looks towards the others in the back in the gambling hall. Everyone's sitting there frozen. He crosses his arms and goes like, so, someone killed my ship, or rather killed my ship mates and my crew, and I am now short a dhow. I need new sailors. Who volunteers? And he looks around, scans over you four, looks back towards the gambling hall, and looks at the tables there. He sees two young men, maybe no more than 15, 16, still sitting there with chess pieces and cards in hand. He points at them, goes like, I'll take you. I'll take you. Looks over the four of you. Don't want you. And I'll take the girl. Tilda's father steps out from behind the bar and almost raises his hand before the captain glares at him and goes like, no, won't take you. I'll take the girl.
I stand up because fuck that.
Meaning Tilda or Ayla?
Yeah, Tilda.
Tilda.
You will not take the girl. I also stand up.
He turns around and looks and he goes like, I'm sorry. Smiles.
Why?
I will not what?
You
You ask a lot of questions, you four. That's very interesting. That's curious.
It wasn't
That's-
a question. You will
He steps
not.
in close to you. He takes 2 quick steps and leans in over you. Are you challenging my captaincy? No. No, I thought not.
Pour myself another beer.
You just what?
I am
Come again,
effectively
Ryan?
scared, so that's as far as my courage goes.
What did
Ryan,
you do,
come again?
Ryan?
I'm pouring myself another beer. I can see the keg. I'm going for it.
That seems like a very awkward thing to do, but it holds. He steps back, looks at you. Come with me, young man. And he steps out of the room, and you feel how this cold air follows him, trails behind him, and it seems like misty footsteps are left on the ground. And from being this cold, misty, early winter morning air that strikes and just bites in the nose and in the airways, it leaves with him. And you see how the 2 young men stand, a white glow across their eyes as they follow him up and out. You hear how his footsteps land on the floor above you, how a white dust, like, Jesus! How what looks like snowflakes rain down between the boards above you. Disappears, the footsteps of the 2 young men follow, and then a lighter set of footsteps, what you guess to be Tilda's, follows him out.
I'm gonna fucking kill a ghost.
And the air
We're basically
Suddenly-
scared as fuck.
Oh,
the air
yeah.
suddenly dims, everything grows dark. A few seconds passes, or maybe an hour, you can't even tell. And all of a sudden, the sconces light back up. The air is again still, and you're left here in the rage cage, as you call it, alone, 2 young men missing, and not entirely sure what just happened. The bar clears again, and people start talking, discussing, like, what just happened? The captain is now gone. Everything but his presence is left.
God damn it.
All right,
I fucking speak up like from the chair and just pure anger.
Yeah.
Quit
I
yapping.
You don't care.
I
That little
say
girl
like
got taken.
Quit your yapping.
with a mix of intense fear and even more intense hate. I say, taking something that doesn't belong to you isn't good.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
You do realize
Yeah.
that's the daughter of the owner of this establishment, right?
Yeah, but the establishment's still here. Keg's still here.
And how do you think the owner's gonna react when he hears that you didn't move a finger to save his daughter?
Keg's still got beer in it.
I don't think this is gonna be your spot when that happens, buddy.
Barman, give me a beer.
He
I think
stands
he
there, his eyes are open, but he's not moving, he's barely breathing. He's just looking back and forth. But Tilda? And he's scanning between, and he jumps up over the bar. You see him vanish into the reception area, and you hear him like taking 5 long steps across the bar and just yelling out across the bar above you, yelling out Tilda, asking for her, receiving no reply.
I go with him.
You run upstairs alone
Yeah.
and you go through the kitchen. As you
I don't
enter
run
the
out.
kitchen,
I just slowly. I'm still scared, so I kind of go slowly. Just
no,
Fade?
the fear effect will have vanished at this stage.
Yeah.
all
So
right.
you just run up into the kitchen. You see how the kitchen is completely empty. You step into the bar room, and where the 3 patrons were sitting at the bar desk, you
Mhm.
see nothing but blood on the chairs, on the bar desk, up against the walls in that area, as if they just basically exploded.
Mhm.
You see the barman in himself, the owner, standing in the middle of the room, looking around, looking seemingly for his daughter, finding nothing.
All right. My first thought: why did we not end up like these guys? Why were we not blown up? I yell for Lou and Ayla.
I want to have a chat with Forrest.
I
Hugging
follow
Keg.
up to Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
Getting in, oh, sorry, like you walk into the room, see the same sight that the king does. 3 spatters of blood that cover an area of 10 foot each. The daughter, Tilda, seems to be completely gone, and you see the barman just standing there, stuck in his position, mouth and eyes open, just looking around, confused and dumbstruck.
I'm just making like a lot of like angry, frustrating noises, just like
I just say we need to get her back.
I nod, just yeah.
Taking something by force is not the way to go.
Taking something by force is always the way to go.
You are
Hey.
downstairs, you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Can I go
Alright, I'm
up?
gonna go upstairs and figure out what all the noise is going on.
So, so Forrest, you step upstairs. Lou, I imagine you just follow since there's nothing left for you down here. You all stand up here in the bar room. You look around. You see this blood spatter. You see the barman standing there, back towards you, looking out the door. He's just heaving heavily until he turns around and goes, Forrest, I'll pay you. I'll pay you to get it back.
How much?
I only have 100.
Do I get this place?
What?
Do you want this place? Do you want to manage it? Do you care?
Yeah, I can run my own fights.
God.
Tilda was good to you.
Not
How
enough.
good?
I'll give you this place. If you get Tilda back, you'll have the place.
You got a deal, young man.
He sniffs and goes like, I don't know. Just get my daughter back, and he leaves the room.
Okay. I'm sprinting outside, and I'm gonna scream to the heavens that I'm gonna challenge him for his captaincy.
You run outside, and you hear this bellow from the inside. You can hear it. How he just declares a conflict here. He declares a parley, rather, where he will fight for the captaincy. A moment passes, and a slight cold chill starts forming around you. And all of you just hear this high-pitched, grinning, no. And then it fades again.
Wait, what?
It was a no.
All
Well, that was
right.
fun.
Well, time to go to the next time.
I'm gonna go back in and chat with the barkeeper.
Baggy is at this stage he's sitting behind the bar, just looking out, eyes glaring out across the room.
Okay, I'm going to him, and I've gripped him by the collar, and I say, "What do you know? What do you know about this man?"
Oh my god.
I never heard of him.
Bullshit. I'm
He just
going to-
hangs there as you raise him up by the collar. He just hangs there limply.
No, I'm intimidating him. He knows something.
It is not as much as he doesn't bond as just he's not in a place where it would actually have any effect on him. He is already broken. He's just looked at it. It's a children's story. We use it to send the little ones to bed. He's the ghost.
I walk up to what was his name, Forrest?
Hmm?
I just like grab his arm and go, "This is not the time."
You're just getting to the good part.
Doesn't your friend want the girl back?
Well, yes, but it's not the time. Rotten and ground. Look at him.
That's always the time. What do you know about this children's story, barkeep? Tell me more.
It's always been there. He's always told it. The ghost captain will appear. He'll take the young ones for his ship, for the crew. Whenever he loses ship, he'll refill it with the children who didn't behave.
Where does he dock his ship?
He doesn't.
How do we find the ship?
I don't know. It's a children's story. I don't know.
Who told you?
I come down, by the way.
You say what?
I just come down.
Alright. He falls back and he's like, I was just, my dad told me, he told me to behave or the ghost will take you for his crew, and His dad probably told him. That was it. That's always been the case. It's
Where's
just
your father now?
I fucking
he's
knew
an
it.
old man. He's dead. Everyone is dead. The story has always been there.
Well, I tried.
You let him go. He falls back down.
Where's your father now?
Where's your daddy now?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
He looks up at you and just repeats, "Please, just get Tilda back." And he sits down.
I walk over to the barkeep and just go, "We will get your daughter back."
We will get her daughter back if you don't give that guy a bar. Let's go.
I don't have much. It's just, he pulls out a knife from his belt. It's like it seems to be a carving knife that he's had in his belt the entirety of the time. And he looks at you and goes, "This is all I have left. Maybe this will help." And he passes you a dagger. It's like it's good for violence, you know.
Do you have
And
anything?
I refuse the dagger and just like hand it back to him and going, "It's fine. We don't need."
Do you have anything?
He looks at you and then I think it'd be better off in the hands of Forrest anyways. Angry bastard that he is. And he slides the dagger over towards you. And I'll pass it to you. Give me a second. And you should be able to see it in your journal.
Did you get it?
Wait, who? Me?
No,
Ryan.
of course.
Forrest got it.
Not in my journal, my friend.
I'll fiddle with it. Oh wait, no, it might not have said it. Anyways, yeah, he passes you this and goes like, I don't know, talk to someone else, ask questions. But these are stories. I don't know. He must be a man. It's a man with magic. That's all it could be.
Can you give me something that belongs to your daughter?
Yeah, sure. He runs upstairs and comes down with a hairbrush. It was the only thing I could find. He always uses it.
It'll do.
Martin, note that down.
Yep.
You should be able to see the bigger knife now, Ryan.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Awesome. And note down that you have a hairbrush belonging to Tilda.
Yep, got it.
Okay. You step outside of the bar. It seems like the place is drying up now. People are leaving, talking amongst themselves, or confused and worried and scared. You begin hearing stories that the ghost is real and so on and so forth. And you step outside into the night, you realize that you've got nowhere to sleep. Forrest, you obviously have your townhouse where you spend your nights. But you're beginning to come to the end of the day. With the fights being over, you're all battered and bruised and hurt.
Not really.
Well, most of you. Vast majority.
If we're going to get it back, I'm going to need some help.
What's in it for us?
I volunteer.
God damn it.
Volunteer.
God damn it, what a shrewd group of negotiators.
I will put you up for the night. That will be the only help you'll get. I'll give you a bed, a crude bed. Better than the floor of the rage cage.
What happens when we retrieve the girl and you get your bar?
Well, you can keep her. I'll keep the bar. You can have a free beer once a month.
Oh, once a month? About free beer, and we just leave it at that. It's only free
If
of
you've
us.
seen this town, there's no one here.
I fucking don't care. I just take it.
You can have one free beer once a month, and I won't piss in it. How about that?
I'm just sitting there going angry about Tilla.
I was talking about the floor, but okay. The bed, sorry.
Can I drop the Gonzo thing now?
Sure.
I'm
It's a
curious.
disguise, so you kind of wipe it off.
Yeah, I remove the monocle and the
Who are you?
mustache.
Who are you?
My name is Lou. It will do for now.
In that case, Forrest, I'd need you to make a knowledge check. That would be a straight up intelligence for you, I think, with proficiency.
Wait, this orc is intelligent?
Perfect. Actually, let me just drag you into another channel real quick. Just join the PUBG.
God, fucking damn it. I'm scared.
Oh my god. I knew! Why did I take Tilda? I love that little girl.
What? Oh yeah, I mean, that was kind of the point. He built up the character.
I know, that's why I said, like, I don't want to kill her.
God fucking damn it, why did he have to roll 16?
It doesn't make sense to have a smart orc.
I agree. It doesn't make sense.
He's not smart, but he knows some things.
Yeah.
I like your gun, so actually it was beautiful.
Gonzo, what do you say?
I'm so confused.
Alright.
I know you.
I had no idea your name is Gonzo, by the way. I was writing this yesterday, so this is a happy coincidence. I was thinking of Muppets, not a
You're a
Okay,
brave
anyway,
man
continue.
coming to this town, Lou.
What did you say, sir?
You're a brave man coming to this town. A lot of people are not very happy with you. Why did you
This
come
town?
here?
I have no
we know you
relation.
here.
I have no
No,
relation.
we know you here.
We did not plan on getting here, actually.
Yeah, what he said. We're here by chance, and
Well,
what I
You've-
did before has nothing to do with why I'm here now.
you can tell that to all the families around here who've lost loved ones because of you.
Not to me. Never to me.
No, always to you. Do you still have your ship?
It's long gone.
No, we don't.
So you are a captain without a ship.
Yeah, you may say so.
Then you challenge the ghost, and we'll get you a ship. That can be what's in it for you.
I mean, if you take a close look, I am in no condition to challenge anyone for anything. I'm looking to find
Challenge
my
me
own ship.
or I'll rip your arms off.
You can do that. It will accomplish absolutely nothing.
Okay?
Ryan, stop trying to kill everything. God damn it.
You're not fighting me. Ugh.
Listen, you owe the people of this town a lot more than they're prepared to give you. And I will
Possibly.
not tell them who you are if you challenge this pirate.
I'll tell you what.
Lou,
If there's a chance,
accept the fucking thing.
what?
We made this mess, we're gonna make it better.
I'm
Shut
not.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
This doesn't involve you.
Yeah. Listen.
This involves me and this pirate piece of trash.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Am trying to make amends, and I am going
If
to
you're
get
trying
my
to make
ship
amends,
back.
then you get this man his daughter back.
That's why I'm doing it for free. I did not ask for anything in return, unlike you. I did not blackmail a father for his livelihood in exchange for his daughter. That's all on you. So you tell me, who's the worst person here?
I'm gonna pick Lou up by the collar. and I'm
You will
gonna
not,
hold
I
him
will
towards
step
the sky,
back
and
as you
I'm
get
gonna
closer.
scream for him to challenge the pirate.
As
You know
you
what,
step
for-
closer,
for-
I
for
step
role-
backwards.
For roleplay reasons, I will allow it. You're basically, he steps into your space, and as he attempts to pick you up, you kind of try and make your way back, but he's a massive half-orc. He just picks you up under the arms and shakes you, like, challenge the pirate! Before he sets you back down again.
Well, that was quite nice.
Challenge the pirate, or I'll rip your arms off right here.
You want me to do it right now?
Right now.
Fine. If it will make you feel better. Not that it's going to accomplish anything. I'll scream out. What's the name of this pirate again? We don't know, right? Hey, ghost pirate. I would like to challenge your ass for captainship.
A short moment lasts, with all you standing there waiting for something to happen.
Mhm.
And it seems nothing does. It just kind of dies away. And then everything grows dim again and very, very dark. It seems like a circle of blackness just lies around you. And in between the four of you, a slight shimmer appears. And a character appears, like previously,
Same one?
disappears, then appears behind you. And he looks at you and goes like, challenge me for what? He rests his hand on your shoulder and then leans in, way too close for comfort, and you feel the chill of his touch as he rests as he removes his hand from you, and just leans in, brushes his head up against you. You feel the prickly cold of his beard against your skin as he whispers again, "Challenge me for what?" He disappears in a flash and then appears in front of you, arms crossed, looking at you, leaning in into your space again. How would you challenge me?
In a dance-off? What do you mean challenge you? I mean, I would like to get that girl back, and the rest doesn't really concern me.
So you will fight me, little captain. Little captain without a ship, you will fight me for a girl you barely know, for the captaincy of a ship, of a crew you don't know. And what do I gain for accepting this fight? I will not fight this trash, this green grey, this joke. I will fight you for the captaincy. You will claim your captaincy to mine. But wait, now you have no ship. You have nothing for me to claim, nothing for me to value. But you will have me fight you. Why? Why would I?
Ferry.
Does he have to attack him that much?
I do some thaumaturgy tricks, make my eyes flash and make my voice boom. My legend
My boat.
and
I don't
my
think he
name
cares.
outweighs your measly ghost. I
You
accomplished.
hear him? He leans back and breaks you off and just bellows. Your name.
My
You rely
name.
on a name for fear. How weak are you? I'm just known as the ghost. I don't even require a name. I just am. Little man, and he leans in and he touches you. What is your AC again?
13? No, 11.
Alright, okay. A second. Oh, let me see. That's more than plenty. Okay, yeah, let me make sure this is done correctly. It's D12. Wait, nope, that's incorrect. D12 plus modifier. And you take 28 necrotic damage
Holy fucking shit!
And
as
I
he
go
pokes you
down.
on the forehead. And as you lie there, shivering with cold, your
Can I cast?
body gives it. Nope, not your turn.
Fuck you.
He leans in over you and goes
I.
like, I don't say no to a fun fight, but you're a captain without a ship. And he leans down even closer, and you feel how the bottom of his beard just nestles against your skin, and he grins, and you see how this yellow-toothed grin comes way too close for comfort as you begin closing your eyes as you fade away. But you can come find me when you have a ship, little man. He pokes you again, and he gives you a healing word, giving you 1 health. And he turns up, stands back up straight, shakes his shoulder loose, and he looks at you all and goes like, I believe there's a ship. Because you killed my crew, which is why I had to go find a new one. So how about you go find a ship, find a crew, and then you find me and we have a real fight, eh? Enjoy yourself, lads.
Where can we find you?
You just come look. He snaps his finger, and the air grows warm again. The light slowly reappears, and you find yourself sitting here in the pier. It is dark. You hear the waves crash against the pier. You are all now exceedingly hurt, and you can't help but feel the pain shared by Lou as he lies on the ground, and in a single instant he was brought to nothing.
I imagine just Forrest laughing.
No, I'm laughing at this point. But equally, I haven't had a drink in about an hour, so the hangover's starting to set in.
It is again now warm. The eastern air is kind of hitting you. It is apparent that he is now completely gone and has left you with a challenge. What do you wish to do?
So,
I should let you know it is about 2 a.m. here.
You boys don't have a boat. Is that right?
No, we don't.
What gave you that idea?
He said there was a ship without a crew. Is that right?
Yep.
Well, I have a boat. Do you reckon you could navigate your way back to that boat?
I think so. Should be no problem. But I don't think we can man that ship. It requires like how many sailors? I asked that question, and there was like 6 or
Skeleton crew is 6.
yeah. So we
You
need more
remember.
men for that one.
I know a few of the boys around here. Why don't we go back to mine, and you can rest
Whoa.
off your wounds. And I might make love to that elf.
Oh,
Considering that you're a half orc, I think I have to ask: is that me or Ayla?
Oh,
Both of you.
Oh, that's enough. Okay.
I'm face palming.
Forrest drags you
I'm
up by your
putting a
feet,
butt plug.
and he turns you around the corner. He starts walking into back towards his own house.
You actually have his house.
Of course I do. You enter into his house, and it is surprisingly warm and comfort. With, I mean, seating for more people than you would expect for us to ever have over. But he shows you around quickly. There's the storage. There's the pantry, and so on and so forth. And unless you're doing anything, I'll let you all rest here. Take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm dead. I could have stopped that attack.
No, you couldn't have.
I could have
No.
With what?
with cutting words.
Yeah, no, that's not a reaction as far as I know.
It is.
And you don't have that as of yet. I believe you get that later.
I got it at a 3rd level bard. Cutting words.
Even then, you have to declare that before the attack
Yeah.
hits. So it wouldn't have mattered. I thought you got that later. I need to play more bard. Right. So you lie down to rest. You find your individual rooms. One person. each.
I sleep with my fucking eyes open.
Alright. Okay. There's latches on the inside of the doors for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I'll lock.
Dude's a big orc. You can probably kick the door down.
The
Probably
Bill
could.
gives you some kind of warning.
True, fair enough. But still.
Unless anyone is doing anything I need to worry about, which does not include the unforsaken R word. In which case, I will just destroy people for funsies.
Yeah.
No,
Can I cry myself to sleep over the fact of losing Tilda?
Yeah, well, if you want to.
I'm
keeping
doing
you
that.
from- There's a lot of crying going on. Everyone's very surprised.
Can I? All right. Nothing.
I would. I'm gonna eat some food. I've got a lot of rations in that cupboard of mine. So
Yeah, I'm eating as well.
So going through the house, roughly what's available to you is what you would find in 2 explorers pack, and then maybe 20 rations additionally stacked in the house. Most of those are not fit for carrying, meaning they cannot be transported around, as rations often would be otherwise. So you have about 10 rations additional to what you would have found in your inventory otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
You all take a long rest. It's a restless sleep. There's this scent of winter air, and you're just against you. It's always there, this feeling of it being much colder than it is, as if a chill has set in your bones. Everything smells of seaweed and rot, and you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. You wake up tired, exhausted, rested, but
I do
Unwell.
a meditation thing, by the way.
Same.
yep.
Yeah.
Is it still the same? Because it's not technically a sleep, or...
Yeah.
It still functions as you being... Long rest is just you resting up across 8 hours, because everyone else still needs their hours. And if you spent 4 hours doing something else, you do that.
Well, nothing really, so... Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna
You
do
get
the
to
flute
read that.
thing. Same thing.
You practice your flute playing.
Yeah.
Don't!
Huh.
I'm gonna be quiet as much as I
Make
can.
a performance check.
Oh boy.
I hate you.
Not yet. No, you don't. You
Ah.
love it. He's improving.
You managed to keep it low enough that no one will hear.
Oh,
and
nice!
you practiced for a fair while now, and you're like, do 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 do. Fuck, broken tune. Do, do. And you're starting to feel comfortable with it and proficient enough that you could use it on a more public scening. It's just last time you did, it went really, really badly.
Yeah.
The rest of you start waking up, and after 8 hours in the early mornings, around 8, 9 a.m., you start gathering at the morning table, and you bring out your rations. Unless anyone has noted otherwise, you will subtract 4 rations from the ones available to Forest.
No, I'm
being
eating
that-
for Forest's thing. I'm not
Yeah, that's what
using
I'm
my own
saying.
rations.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
So subtracting from the Forest rations that he otherwise wouldn't be able to bring with him, unless Forest does not approve of this, obviously.
No, you go right ahead.
Sitting here at the table, you collect yourselves and talk amongst yourselves about what is to come.
You pirate scum.
Stop calling me that. I'm no longer a pirate.
No, that's what you are.
No, this isn't what I am. I'm saying.
Once
Call me
scum, always scum, friend. You need to disguise yourself.
Can you two stop bickering? I just like stand between them with my fist in the table, just like.
Be quiet or I will rip your legs off and I will... Pirate boy, you need to disguise yourself and keep very quiet. If this is going to work and we're going to get a ship, I'm going to go need to talk to my friends and I will get us on a boat and we will have to steal it.
You want to steal a boat when we
That
have
is the
one?
only way
That's
this is going to work. That is the only way this is going to work.
you do realize
Grand Theft Maritime.
you're asking a notorious pirate to steal a ship.
Yep, I'm asking the pirate scum that you are to be a pirate scum.
Do not refer to me as a pirate scum.
Well, you are.
God damn it, I hate this orc idiot.
So, I'm
Is
gonna
this our only
lick the
solution, really? I
I
turn to
haven't.
the other one.
I'm going to drink the bottle of spirits that's in the cupboard and I'm going to march off.
I guess it
in
is.
one direction, and I'm going to go look for these dudes.
Hey, okay. You three doing anything?
I just
No.
sigh at them too, like being angry at each other. Just boys.
Alright. Kanan,
Not
doing
of
anything?
importance? No.
Got it?
No.
Lou?
No, I'm just walking out. I
Alright.
really don't like
Become
this
Dr.
film.
Gonzo.
I'm
Become
annoyed as
Gonzo.
shit. I'm gonna
He
kill
told me
him.
to
I'm
put on
not
a
wearing
disguise.
any disguise. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing what that idiot tells me to do. I'm walking out.
Okay. Forrest, you head back to the bar, and in the bar's mostly empty at this stage. Looking around, you find that the bar manager, Tilda's father, is not there. You don't see his mother either. Standing outside, leaning up against the walls, you see a couple of earlier shipmates. None that you truly recognize, but some that you've fought with before. This is give you a knowing nod, just a familiarity most of all. What do you do?
I am going to look my comrades in the eyes, and I'm going to give them that same glare that I gave them when I beat the living crap out of them just a few nights ago. And I'm going to tell them nicely to their face that if they want some to make their fortune, it's high time that I leave this godforsaken hellhole and get back on the seas.
I've got a family, says what. Mrs. just had a son, you know, so I think I'll stay, but cheers first.
So
I don't know.
grab it by the collar, and I'm slamming his
Stop
head.
grabbing people by the fucking collar.
I intimidate.
He just looks at you and raises his fist. I'm sorry, man, I can't leave, but I mean, everyone's been stuck here. Sea's been quiet. We've had less ships, so I don't know. Ask some of the others, maybe.
Can I hear this?
No, you're far away.
Who else is willing to go?
You look to the sides, and the boys at the side, even though you're looking scared at them, like, or scared of you, they'll look to you and go like, "Will you be captain?"
No, I won't be.
All right, I'll sail then. One of them just steps forward.
Only needed to know.
Just no offense for us, but I mean, getting beaten up every time you disagree is not really a way to sail. But I'll sail. Dude,
Good boy. And what about you, coward?
he grins slightly, just knowing that the sarcasm of it all. He goes like, "Yeah, if he's going, I'll go as well. You know,
My
brothers
boys.
and all."
I'm going to hand them another bottle of spirits that's in my pants.
Oh.
Your
Is
pants.
that a bottle of spirits in your pants, or they just happen to be us?
Slurp
He
it
grins
up.
slightly and grips it by the neck, leans back and puts it in his backpack behind him. He's like,
Oh, the bottle. I was like,
"No, where did we meet you?
Meet me down at the dock in 20 minutes.
By the ferry?
By the ferry. Yeah, by the ferry.
Go. Alright, see you in 20 minutes first. Best of luck to us, eh?"
Scumbags. I call them cunts in Orcish.
They go like, "Yeah, sure."
forest. Same old forest.
Looking back towards you, but what does it even mean? I don't know. Okay. just shake it off, and they start. You see them heading off towards the middle of town. As you turn your back, you head back towards the house. You guys are stepping outside the house now. You realize you're in Forrest's house without Forrest there to guide you. You're stepping outside, and as you leave the house, you realize that Lou is not far off. You see him in the distance, and Forrest is coming back towards you.
You fuckers didn't steal anything, did you?
No, not at all. So.
No.
I just
Did you? DM asking, did you steal anything?
No.
No.
You
Goody.
can check it if you want.
No, that's fine.
That was the forest.
Oh, well,
I was
pirates.
really tempted, but
You have nothing of value to me, Orc.
he has gold, man.
I mean, yeah, but it's not valuable to me. I wouldn't take it.
My gold is all invested in beer.
Investing
Like
in
instantly.
aircraft.
Pirate
Invest.
Where is your
You have stocks in bear, basically.
Guys, keep it in game.
Sorry.
Where's your disguise, pirates? Come back.
I refuse to answer to that name.
Okay,
What
it's
idiot.
scumbag. Where's your disguise? These people know you here. They won't sail with you if you don't put your disguise on.
I think they'll sail with me
They
because
know
they know
what
me.
you did. No, they know what you've done.
This is exactly what we
I-
need. We need a pirate. We need to be pirates right now. Isn't that what you were selling?
Oh, so you're admitting you're a pirate scumbag now?
I'm admitting that I was a pirate, and I'm admitting that you need one.
Do you need any supplies before we leave?
I'm good for
I
now.
need to go
Maybe-
pick up my sword.
Actually, do you have? Yeah. Do you? We picked up our weapons from the tavern, right?
Yes,
Okay.
you got them as you left.
Do you have any
There's two
armor,
voids.
like letters, studied?
You have what's in your inventory, right?
Yar.
Yeah.
No.
Yar.
No armor. I don't need armor.
His
Dude.
skin is the armor.
Hey,
Do
let this
you
two
have
voids
any
spending a
leather
lot of time
armor?
with this. You run back and pick up your sword and
Nice,
return in
thank you.
5 minutes.
I have nothing for you, but there's an old saddle in the house if you want it.
Oh.
I don't want to ride you.
I
Maybe we'll take it
would
for the
quite
ride.
like that. Oh no, not what I meant. I like the saddle. I would like to have the saddle.
Bad choice of words.
I just
Yes.
imagine Ayla standing there, jumping up and down, shaking her fist at everyone. I would like the saddle, is what I meant.
Go get it.
I just run and get the saddle.
I look at the orc and I say, yeah, she's like that. Anyway, we still need a ship.
Alright.
Ah, now that's where I've got us covered. If you're all done in town, I suggest you follow me, but you really might want to put a disguise on.
No, fuck you.
Just
Let's
put
go.
on a fucking disguise,
I'm
please.
not
Put the
doing
fucking
shit.
thing on.
No.
Lou, just like
Yes.
grab him and just.
Alright.
Like, shake him, like-
I'm not helping you if my boys don't like the way you look.
If you don't put on the disguise, Lou,
Yes.
I will rip you apart.
I kind of chuckle. Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy.
So you collect yourselves and you start heading towards the dock. You find your way there, but very few people even looking at you, though given the day's events, or the previous day's events, you're not surprised that few people have left their houses. As you come down to the dock, you oh sorry, I'm in the wrong place. So you come down to the dock,
Mm-hmm.
you see at the very end of it, I'll ping it for you, a very short, though sturdy and broad ferryman's boat. It's probably used for traveling back and forth towards the islands, and it can stand the open sea, but not for very long. It is no more than 20 foot wide or 20 foot long and a good 10 feet wide, but it'll sit a good 8 people. As assumed, it's used for transport and not much else. Stepping onto it with sailors' legs, not really worried about the sway or the give of the ship, you see Forrest standing up by it, walking down towards the end where 2 young men sit. They stand up and give him a curt nod, and then look back towards you, scanning over all of you, and their eyes stopping and resting on you, Lou. They lean in towards each other and whisper shortly. Don't say anything, just look at you and then sit back down, eyes locked on your horns and your skin.
I told you to wear the fucking disguise, Lou.
No problem here.
I
Right,
just
boys?
sigh.
I found you a captain, chaps.
I just chuckle.
So this is what we're doing. So this is why you're not the captain.
I mean, who
Yeah,
better,
this guy
right?
wants to throw his life away. So, after all he's done, I think that's the best he can do, right?
You see one of them scratching himself in the beard, or what little stubble makes a beard, and the young man goes like, well, I suppose it's better than staying here. Fucking ghost capsules bullshit popping up. At least we'll not be bored. Will there be more beer?
There's always bear on this raft, my friend.
Perfect. Well, let's go then. And he looks over towards you and nods curtly at you, Lou. Let's go, Captain.
Captain?
Didn't
Okay.
you have a sword, my friend? You mentioned that just now.
Which one?
Thinking.
I didn't hear what you say.
Someone said they wanted us.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, he just went and picked it up. It didn't want to spend too much time on it. So you start untying the ship, and you find that the two young men are proficient sailors. You are unfamiliar, you three, with this type of raft, even you, Lou. It's small, it is nimble, but at the same time slow and steady. It serves a good purpose, but at the same time, it is not a vessel to be used for anything other than immediate trips back and forth. You turn it around, and in the span of 10 minutes, you leave the island. Sitting out here on the shore, on the open sea, and in between it, you begin to realize that you need to find out where you left that dhow, and if it had drifted in the past 2 days, where it would have drifted to. So, doing that between you, I will need anyone who's proficient with navigation tools or otherwise to make a proficiency check. If anyone is helping, that is with advantage.
I am helping him.
Goody, that's what.
Proficiency check is what?
That is with navigation tools, so that's intelligence with proficiency and a d20.
Okay, just intelligence straight up, right?
With proficiency, yes.
I'm proficient and I will help, but I am too drunk and my intelligence is too low.
When you say
That is why he's doing it with advantage.
Okay.
So you're getting it. Roll it with advantage. Well done.
At 20? Oh, no.
Well done.
No,
Fucking A.
I'm
Alright.
a sailor, by the way.
He just like flip the compass upside down.
You might
Shut up.
actually
Everyone,
make it
right
back
now.
to the island.
Alright, so you stand up and you hold out your tools and you start spinning around, go like, alright, so we came from that direction. The problem is, and you realize this instantly as you start talking, the problem is mostly that you are not sure about the sea currents in this area. So finding out where you came from is easy. Finding out where the ship has drifted to is a completely different matter. So he sets out the course, indicates that there's a problem with where it might have gone to. So you spent...
Yeah.
Well, no, welcome. If you have something to say, say it.
I was just gonna ask, like, how familiar are you with currents, and what do you think? Where would that end up? Where would that
Extremely.
ship end up?
Extremely familiar, and I don't think you're a very good pirate, which is probably why you lost your ship. So I would like to recalculate his route.
Roll roll a navigation tool check the same. Intelligence, proficiency, and navigation tools. So with the help of his position he laid out, you go like, well, if something was there, it would have drifted roughly here. You spent 5 hours sailing in that general direction, recalculating with the help of Lou, and even between you, even though there's a lot of bickering going on, you find that the ship must be in this area. So you start sailing back and forth using the crosswind to go up, then back again, then 5 miles off to the side. And as day comes to night and the dusk starts to settle, I would like all of you to make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh yeah,
God damn.
Oh yeah.
I could have used that earlier.
Lou and Pinking, as you sit here at the bow of the ship, scouting back and forth, you both see a slight white dot on the horizon. The sky has turned to pink, and the air of sea salt is kind of hitting against you now. So it's become filling, and you can't help but feel tired from all this, from the excitement of the previous day, and just the exhausting effect of being on sea for so long. But even through that, you two spot a white dot hovering mid-air as it grows slightly larger, only tinily so, but seeming that something is moving towards you.
Something's coming our way.
Mm-hmm.
Considering the fact that I see absolutely nothing, I'm basically gonna be sitting on the bow of the ship and like playing the flute or something.
Little Elfie.
Yeah. I'm just doing nothing.
Something is definitely coming our way. We should prepare, whatever it is.
Well, I walk over to warn both of them.
Just
All
to let
right.
you know, Captain Pirate Man, scumbag, the ship won't last much longer in this open water.
Well, it is your vessel. I'm surprised it lasted this long.
As you say that, you all see how this tiny drop flaps momentarily and then dives down. And 2 seconds later, what looks like a tiny bird appears, becomes visible, and then stops, hovers slightly, circles the boat, and lands on Lou's shoulder. And recognizing it, you realize this is a sparrow. A sparrow which is completely black except for the right wing, which has turned white. And you recognize the little bird. It chirps around, flies around his head, lands on his left shoulder, picks at his shoulder, and flies around again, lands at his other shoulder, and then flies off in a given direction.
Ignore that. God knows I do.
I say we should maybe follow it.
What do you say, Captain Pirate Scumbag Man?
I'm ignoring that. You think we should
Okay,
follow it?
boys, follow the creepy bird. I want some sparrow pie.
We're not eating it.
You're not gonna touch it. That thing's
You turn the
smart,
boat
man.
around. And
I
it seems-
agree with the follow part, but I don't agree with the pie part.
You turn the boat around, and it seems that the bird is circling back so you can see it, then flying overhead, back so you can see it, and make a perception check. The two who saw it first, Pinking and Lou.
God damn it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's fine. See, again, these rolls are not... Again, the DC was 5. Stop worrying about your rolls. It is not adding to anything every time you yell, ah, fuck!
It is. It's part of the fun, man.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it
DC
is.
was 5. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. You see the bird, and as it's circling back and forth, occasionally you lose sight of it, but it brings itself into your peripheral view occasionally. Following it, night comes to, you see the moon rising, and as it sets above you, you see how a minor triangle, what looks like the sail of a dhow, appears over the horizon. You follow it, and half an hour later, you see the ship still sitting there in the open ocean, crew dead, blood scattered across the deck of the ship, but otherwise completely empty and in the same state you left it in.
So that is the ship.
Move aboard.
Come again?
I climb in.
I'm instructing my two crewmates to grab the beer from down below.
I'm climbing aboard the ship to be the first there.
Lou, you climb aboard and scouting over it, you find that it is exactly in the condition as said that you left it in. The corpses are still left where they were. The ship has taken very minor damage. The sail is in good condition. You realize now that with 6 people, yeah, you could crew this, but not very efficiently, as this is a special kind of craft that you have very little familiarity with.
Are you gonna climb aboard or what?
I'm still
I'm-
grabbing the beer kegs.
I'm coming aboard.
You bring the beer kegs up with help from your sailors, setting them on the deck. The ship is maybe 7-8 times larger than your own. And looking over it,
Beer to fill it.
yeah, you could probably fill. You realize that there's room for beer here. You could probably fill the deck with beer and the hall and the captain's quarters, depending on your need.
How
But
much
the
beer do you
ship-
have?
At least 12 kegs.
What? Sorry, what?
But not enough is the real answer.
The two sailors start running back and forth, realizing this is what they were actually brought here for. They start checking the rigging. One climbs up, checks the crow's nest, calls back down, lets you know everything actually looks fine. We could sail this, I think. He feels back towards his brothers, like, do you know how to? You didn't know. Well, we could maybe sail this with a bit of learning. I think. You see how he dismounts from the ghost nest and climbs back down again, and they're both standing there in the front of the deck looking to you.
Yeah.
Like, so do we bring it home? What do we do?
Yeah, I think so. We need a test run. See how we work. To see how this ship works.
No time, my man. Summon that ghost pirate. Challenge him again.
That is not gonna work. Yelling out challenges in thin air doesn't work.
It worked last time.
Oh my man.
Despite the difference of a ship, what exactly is different from the last time?
Now you have a ship.
And what exactly changes?
Open keg.
You had a beer last time, more than one actually, and also didn't help. Prove to me that we can actually take this guy down.
We'll figure it out on the fly.
No, fuck that. We need to learn how this vessel works. We need to get it to shore.
I'm getting old. I want to retire into a nice, quiet tavern in a quiet town without pirate scum like you in the world. So, you rushing to the aid of some stupid little girl in a little hero's quest to kill yourself is fine by me. Challenge the damn ghost, or I will rip your arms off.
We're running in.
A lot about this ripping people's arms off. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Start rolling initiative, for fuck's sake.
You want to throw down?
Listen to me, orc idiot. I'm doing as I think is best. My experience in this, despite your age, outweighs yours. There is no way that we can take this guy as we are right now. We need to improve. We need to get stronger. We need to get better. And only then can we try something against this guy.
You don't even know what kind of fight he wants. Why don't you find out?
I'm guessing it's not a dance-off or a sing-off. What do you
Could be a
think?
race.
A race? You think a pirate undead guy is gonna pop up and say we're racing? Yeah, that's brilliant.
All I know is you wanted to save a little girl. You've got a lot to make up for. Me and my boys here can happily take that ferry straight back to port and leave you to die. Up to you.
Leave me to die?
Yep, like the pirate scum you are. Dead aboard a dead pirate ship.
Nah. I don't think so.
Alright, well, me and my boys are gonna get back on that ferry.
Sure, you can do that. But I think your ferry is floating off by now.
Nah, we could swim.
I see the three of you going back to.
While we're talking, I'm slowly steering the ship to ram his ferry.
Right, okay, let's make this clear. The ferry is tied to the side of the ship.
God damn it,
moors
why would you
itself to the
take
ship.
away my fun?
Because why on earth would you jump in the water and swim from the ferry, leave it floating in the ocean? That is insane.
I mean, there's
But
no way
safe
to
people
turn
do
it back.
Some fucking pirate.
The only
king
way
you
to
are.
secure that ferry is to go ashore, and he refuses to do that.
It's just a ferry. Why do I need a ferry if I have a pub?
That
okay.
actually makes sense.
That doesn't make sense, no.
The two sailors stand there looking at you, bickering, going between them. So, are we taking this back to? Are we taking this back to port or are we not? I'm confused. What are we doing?
I'm the captain. We are taking this back to see if we actually can. To leave your ferry where it's
Captain
safe.
scumbag.
Could we not just tie the ferry to the back of the boat and drag it? What?
It will slow
Where's that
us
from?
down.
We're not in a hurry, are we?
I'm not in a hurry.
You just said we're in a hurry. You just said the girl is dying and we need to save her.
Oh, I never said she was dying. I said you
not
wanted to
dying.
kill yourself trying to save her. And if you weren't such a pussy, you'd have called it out by now. See, this is how you lost your last ship. You're a coward.
No.
You don't take risks. You abandon your own crew.
You don't know
You
how I
got
lost
no
my ship.
respect for
So
anyone
I would
but yourself.
advise you to keep your mouth shut regarding that.
Your ship is
My
at the bottom
ship.
of the sea, which is
No,
where
it's
your life
not.
should.
My ship sails. You clueless bastard.
Oh my! I just
Yeah,
can
but
I just like
behind the
intervene
helm,
here? I just like look at both of them like, guys, please. Is this really the time?
What do you think we should do?
Not stand there arguing like small children. I just like
Okay.
give them both a stern look.
Okay, then what do you think we should do?
Call out the pirate.
I agree.
You agree?
Yes.
See, I like this guy.
Fucking
I'm a
a
girl.
girl.
Fucker.
call it.
Alright, I like this girl, the little elf girl. I think she should put that saddle on me. I think we've got a good relationship going on here.
Oh my god.
If I can ride on your shoulders, I would definitely put that saddle on you.
You should
Fucking
definitely
ride
try.
into battle on you.
I'm not sure he was thinking about his shoulder.
I know, but if I could, I would definitely ride him into battle. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I'm sorry, Booski.
Fine, you want me to summon him? I'll fucking summon him. Hey, pirate. Come back, I have a
Do
ship
it.
now.
You call out the words, and for a moment, it seems like the ship's bell rings. Times and time again, as the waves crash against the ship, you hear how the ferry tied to the side of the dhow is crashing against it due to the loose rigging back and forth. And you think for a moment that everything grows slightly chillier, and then that feeling fades, and you realize that nothing much has happened.
See, brilliant, isn't it?
I am.
I
was
return
just
to-
too big, isn't it?
We're gonna get fucking
Yeah.
rammed by a ghost ship.
No, I'm steering us back to shore. Let's see if we can take control of this vessel. Maybe get some practice in.
The two sailors look up as you start talking about sailing. Like, so are we going now?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
Get
What
there.
are
Oh,
you
awesome.
doing?
They start running back and forth, loosening up the rigging, making the sails unfurl, and you feel how this very slender ship, this very maneuverable nubile ship, starts giving as speed starts taking it. It rears slightly to the side, but you compensate. You feel how the ferry is dragging it, but it is somewhat securely tied to the side of it. So bringing the ship back towards Shanty is not a huge problem, but it does take some extra effort and some extra time with the ferry tied to it. A good night passes as you take shifts managing the ship. You all contribute in the best way possible. Forrest, you have somewhat more experience with sailing, and you manage the rigging with the two sailors.
So would I.
To a certain extent, you do know what you're doing. And Kanan, you're just kind of walking, milling about rather.
Yeah,
Ah,
I,
this
Keeping
is-
the
yeah.
deck.
I ask what do I need to do, but yeah, whatever.
Just
Have a
let the
beer.
sailors show you the basics.
You're being told to have a beer while you're walking around. Like, oh.
I actually accept the offer.
Everyone else is working while you see Kanan walking around, beer in hand, just
Like a
looking
dad.
curiously at everything around him.
Like a dad at a football game, standing around with a beer in his hand.
It takes a good 10 hours maneuvering the ship back. You come in on the wrong side of the island, and as night becomes early dawn and the sun begins to set, you make the final maneuvers and bring the ship into port. You see how people assemble along the coast and along the docks, looking at you as you bring massive dhow into ship as it settles in between the two piers. You use the ferry to maneuver yourself back in, and you bring in whatever load and cargo you require from the dhow and onto the pier. And standing here, 6 men having brought the dhow in, you look amongst yourselves and realize no one's named this thing yet, if it even needed a name.
Can I suggest a name?
Absolutely.
I was gonna go something really egotistical, but no. Something to do with maybe like the princess of or the prince of. I suggest. That's my suggestion.
What was the name of the little bitch that you're trying to save?
Tilda.
Oh yes.
There you go.
Princess Tilda. Works for me.
And I'm gonna call you all cunts and Orcish.
Stop doing that.
Don't stop doing
You
that.
don't know. You don't know what he's doing. He's just
I know, but
saying-
still.
He's just grunting. Making a noise.
I'm just going to do something here. Right, so standing here, collecting yourselves, realizing that this unfortunate collection of people that you are, Jesus, that's large.
Oh my god.
You find yourself in a collaboration of sorts,
I'm gonna be optimistic and go with this.
willing or unwilling. Where's Kanan? There he is.
No.
And the bickering is beginning to die down. The two pirates, air quotes again here, seem to have found themselves in unagreeable company, but they accept the situation until the DM has enough and lands a ship. Everyone dies. Game over. GG.
Alright.
Fucking bickering. Jesus, children. Fine. Okay. Ship is back in the.
He keeps
in the
calling
ocean.
me a pussy or a bitch, and it doesn't. It's
Well,
scum.
I mean,
What am I
flying
supposed
around
to do?
above your heads, you see
Thank you for the follow.
you see the minor sparrow with the whitened wing. It settles on a roof, looks down on you, and it just looks curiously as if observing you more so than just sitting there before it settles down on Lou's shoulder. And with that, I believe this is where we'll end for today, for you to figure out what to do in the future.
Yeah, like where to go.
That it is good.
You like the
In
name
my
the
opinion.
Princess of Shanty?
Princess of Shanty, no.
No.
Oh.
No.
Tilda
Well, you
is a
can
good
call
idea.
it. It is your ship. You can do with it what you want.
Lou,
Who gave us
Princess
a
Tilda,
ship?
come on.
We need to tell this the sky ship.
Go with Tilda's return.
I like it, but it's kind of too cliche.
Call it.
Because we failed this weapon.
What did
You
you
can
say?
discuss this amongst yourselves.
Brian, what did you say?
You should call it cunt and Orcish. That's
Alright, I think
I
that's
agree.
it for today. XP wise, well, you know what? I'll look at it and I'll dish it out in the
Later.
chat.
Alright.
There's not been any combat to deal with. I'm thinking of starting to divvy it out depending on roleplay, but I'll figure out a way to do it so no one feels like they are unfavorably suited for it.
AKA, and every one of us except Ryan.
Well, he's just calling everyone cunt in Orcish.
any combat in there either, to be honest. You guys are bitches.
Fuck.
Love you
yeah.
too.
Walking into a cage with a half orc. Jeez, even if you had brought him to 1, he would still have been alive.
Yeah, you brought him to 0, he would be 1 HP still.
So,
Yeah.
To be fair though,
56, and you brought me down to 23.
yeah. To be fair though, a lot of that had to do with me giving you proficiency with unarmed. Otherwise, you would have been dealing 1 or 2 damage a hit.
That is true, and actually, I was kind of counting on that.
Yeah,
And
I assumed as much, but it's part of his backstory that he is.
Yeah,
effectively
that
a
is
cage
that
fighter.
is okay.
And it is not something that would otherwise come into effect. And in 2 levels also, you would destroy him.
I
Another
would?
thing is you didn't know your dodge effects.
Yeah,
You could have done
yeah.
what I did to him in our mock combat, where you could have just walked out of his range, and when he would have been hit by fatigue, you would have destroyed him. So it depends.
Yeah, I don't know the barbarians mechanics.
No,
so,
exactly. So
Yeah.
don't worry
Oh,
about it.
right.
I think
Yeah.
roleplay wise, it worked out really well. So
Yeah. I mean,
for narrative
actually,
purposes, I'm fine with this.
I mean, it would have made no sense if like a little elf guy came with an half orc and beat him senseless.
I was wondering whether or not you would be able to do it, but then I realized, nah, he has 56 health. It's fine.
Yeah,
50.
it's just insane.
Yeah.
But again, well played, everyone. Again, no
Gonzo.
one died. Which one?
I died.
Wrong guns.
The actual console.
Yeah.
The actual guns now. Right, I'll shut this down. Leave it be. I need to figure out fight music. It didn't play this time.
I want to point out this music we've had in the background has been the Skyrim music, and it has been bugging me so much.
Why though?
It's the Skyrim like loading screen music, and it just.
But it loops really nicely.
I mean, yeah, it does, but it is the Skyrim loading music, and I'm just gonna keep hearing Skyrim, so my mind just wanders to Skyrim.
Oh, just PTSD
It-
from waiting.
Alright.
yeah,
I might I'll find something else though.
No, it's not. It's only this time because I haven't had my medication. So
Oh my god.
Awesome. Okay.
Gonzo, What's your thoughts so far?
Well, it's awesome actually. It's like a novel developing actually, but
Exactly.
No, that's the point. I use it for teaching purposes, and me and two mates are creating a business out of it, especially because it is this thing where you take control of your own narratives, where talking media and stories and so on and so forth. That take something like a child, the way they play with apps. There's a narrative in there. It's started, it's in the middle of the narrative somewhere, and it's ended, but they never get control of it. It's not their story. Role
Yeah.
playing, and especially D&D, does that. It's amazing for your ability to control your own storytelling. So I think honestly, it's not something you require skill to play or familiarity with. I mean,
But it's
fucking
talent.
content doesn't know how his fucking character works. He doesn't have to. It doesn't matter. The fighting is relevant.
Fuck you.
You'll learn that eventually.
Yeah,
I'm
you
kidding.
picked it
That
up.
is true.
Gunzo, if you have time and if you want to, feel free to jump in at any time. Honestly, more people makes it more fun.
I wish
If
it
people
read-
stop calling each other cunt in Orcish, that would be helpful.
I can do it in Elfish.
If you look in my story, it says the very foul tone.
Yes, I know. I'm not posted, which is why I didn't bother with it. Honestly, it was good role playing all around. People did really well. And I
Yeah.
feel like everyone is doing better with role playing. So, well done, honestly, all of you. Well played.
Yeah.
Maybe try not to kill each other, if you can.
No problem.
Say that to the cunt in Orcish.
Mhm.
And
You
I-
guys can start working on when you have time to play again. I'll try to make
Yeah.
myself available. My
I
headaches are
can-
going down, so I'm better now.
Nice.
Obviously,
I can
yeah,
play
we need
this
to deal with you.
anytime now.
Really?
That is
Okay.
like no, but like at this time when it starts like at 8 instead of 9.
Well, the idea was to do from 8 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
much
DMC
perfect.
plus 2. So this was timing-wise, it was perfect.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, it
Yeah,
fits.
yeah.
Good. Any notes for me to take with me? Anything I need to worry about?
I have some more journal entries, but other than that, it's nothing major. But
Oh
Okay,
fuck!
just
I
write
forgot
me.
the thing that you said about
The
how.
homework.
Yeah, the homework.
I-
But
That's
okay.
fine. It
I'm
came
gonna-
up for some of them. The people who did it had the bird, for example, is relevant to some of the things Lou has been doing. Same with Ryan. So it's more for your own sake. It makes it easier for you to do your things. If I have forewarning,
Mhm.
so don't worry over much about it if you don't want to do it. But it does make life easier for everyone.
I'm gonna do it as soon as I remember to do so.
Okay.
So yeah.
Anything else I need to worry about from anyone?
don't think so. No.
Do you
If you have anything you want to keep private, just feel free to write me. So come again, Taptan.
do you need that story so far thing that we were supposed to write?
No, it's is
Okay.
mainly for your own.
Nice.
It's for your sake. It's
I
so
thought- no,
you
no, no.
know where you're going, why you're there.
I thought about the guy that requested an update like a weekly
All
update
right,
or
that's
whatever.
true.
Oh, I think Link
was Link.
Fett did it.
Yeah, so
I
I
don't
was
know.
writing our story so far and I got stuck. Like
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
So-
if you guys want to do it, it would be awesome. The less writing I have to do, the better, because preparing is work enough.
Yeah.
like writing today's session is going to be impossible for me.
Actually, sorry, shit, I forgot to put that up for everyone. I just gave it to you. This was relevant to some of the things someone wanted to do. It is just the base structure of some of the political and military systems from the Empire of Ad, the one you are from, essentially.
Where did you put it?
You don't have to know this, but it's you can use
Oh.
it if it becomes relevant.
All right.
Yeah.
If you have a folder with shit,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
keep it.
Oh.
I think that was it. Unless,
Question.
yes.
This is more like for like the technical standpoints of this. How do I sound?
You sound great.
Yes, sounds good.
Fine.
Because I put on the like microphone thing, the windshield thing.
No, it's
Oh,
perfect. I think the only
Like-
one I'm having problems with is use mine. There's a lot of background
Exactly.
noise when you talk, but this is a shitty headset, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Correctamundo.
Goody. Okay, fair enough. As long as we know, it's not a problem. We can still hear you.
If you want today's story writing up, I can do that. I don't mind. We'll do it now.
You guys are welcome to it. I mean, it's mainly a write-up for everyone who's not following. I'm hoping next time, Gunther, you'll join if you feel like it. And Casper, maybe. He said he would be happy to join.
Mhm.
Do you have Tap Tap? You said you've written some up so far. Do you have that shared
I
document? That you
have
saw?
it, but it's not 100% accurate. Plus, it's a bit distorted because I wrote it from my character's perspective. So
Okay, I'll just write. I'll write today's then. I'll just send it to you.
Oh yeah, that works fine.
Guys, when you do this, all of you feel free to do it from your character's perspective, because
Yeah.
honestly, that would be funny as fuck.
that's what I'm trying to do, but
Alright.
I need a check on some facts.
I basically do it with my journal entries.
Yeah, that's actually a very good idea.
He has a diary.
Okay, I'm gonna write it from my perspective.
It's just gonna be like the whole book. Exactly.
Pirates come, pirates come.
God
God damn it.
It's basically what I you should see the things I've typed about you, Myro.
Mm.
It's nice.
Pirates come.
Already? You already managed to keep a diary on him?
Yeah.
God damn it, you're fast.
Every like little downtime we have, I just take time to write them the.
Holy
like-
crap.
That's
I have,
fair
like-
enough. No, that's fair enough. That's a good habit to get into.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna go to bed now. See ya.
See ya. Night
Good
pick.
night.
See ya.
It was a good session, though.
Good
So
night.
how do you actually
Yeah.
write in your journal in here then? Or you just go in there here and click edit?
We were given
Yeah.
journals. Do you have it?
You should all have editable journals where you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
step in and just
Yeah,
write
yeah, we
those
do.
down.
So
honestly,
what
I would
then
say for
was this
anything-
the,
For names and all that shit of people you run into, for Tilda's name, the barkeep's name, the name of the bar, things you think might be relevant, name of islands, all that shit.
Mhm.
I will not remind you of it if I don't feel it's absolutely necessary. It is much better for you to have an understanding of the world according to your needs. If you don't care and your character doesn't care, then fine, don't note it. But it will and possibly can bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
this is
good.
part of it. There is a notes.
Yeah, of course it is.
There's a notes like section in character sheet, so there is a purpose to it.
Of course it is. You should have that. Ryan, can you just confirm you can see the dagger now?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Good. Oh, you already did that, so. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to leave as well. My throat is hurting. This is too much
Alright.
talking for me. But well played, everyone. We'll pick this up again as soon as we have time. Hopefully soon-ish. I think everything is easier now with time.
Yeah, we
it's
had
scheduled.
the schedule thing posted, like the duel thing. The next day we patch up. It can be a week from now, or
Can I pin things in?
I think I can make a new doodle, like for the following days.
Okay. Actually, Gonzo, can you pin that when he pops it up? Because I can't do things in here, I believe.